one.
Pineapples.
Pineapples. Delicious.
Is that the safe word?
That's the safe word. So if I'm too hard on you all tonight, you say pineapples, and I'll make it 10 times worse.
You'll ignore
That's
it.
our safe word.
So hello everybody, welcome to, what is this called? Planescape? Maelstrom Blades?
Sometimes.
Episode 9. And I think Clay has been kind enough to volunteer to give us a breakdown of what happened prior.
Break it down.
Last
Dun,
time
dun,
on
dun,
Maelstrom
dun,
of
dun, 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 dun,
Blades,
dun, dun, dun.
we went and visited the temple of Saloon.
Yep.
I believe the moon goddess of Faerun. I can't remember the name half the time. I want to say Shar, but it's not Shar because he's the asshole. Seriously, Shar's an asshole.
Yeah, she is.
We went, found the infinite staircase. Filbert was very kind to the infinite staircase. Filbert left it a bottle of booze. We went our merry way. We met a bar. We found a weird door into Kryn, which, for those of you who are unaware, is Dragonlance. Good one there, sir. We are not going to be doing a Dragonlance game.
Or will we?
Staircase. That was where the bard was. Went up a third staircase. Found the manticore. We killed it. I ate it. Ran away from that one because it was falling apart. And then we found what appears to be a full-on town, just outdoors.
Yes, sir.
And that's where we left off.
I don't know how you remember half this stuff. That was a month ago.
Because my brain is hardwired for D&D apparently, and I can remember really obscure nonsense.
Lucky.
Well, we just need to take notes then, Shell.
Lucky nothing.
What is this notes you speak of?
My brain just like, hey, do you remember that time? And I'm like, brain, I'm trying to do actual things.
Okay, so you guys have come to what appears to be some sort of outpost or town. You're not quite sure. It's mostly a large set of tents everywhere. It looks like if this place had been able to be mobile, it could be at any time. It doesn't look like it's concrete by any means, but the wear and tear of the tents look like it has been sitting here for quite some time. You're greeted with the sounds of that anvil ringing, of singing, of chatter, smells of food, of that strange scent of fermenting as well. So, what are you guys looking out for?
Scarlet's just going to keep a general watch. I don't want any sort of obvious threats sneaking up on us.
Weren't we going to ask them if they know the guild? I forgot now what's the name.
The Planeswalkers Guild.
The Planeswalker Guild. There you go.
Okay.
Well, who wants to go talk them up?
Not to me.
Do you want to approach a particular sort of tent? There's, like I said, there's a smithy. There's
Well, I guess I'll do it then.
Is there a tent that is clearly serving food and drink?
There is actually. So you see several people coming out in and out of a particular tent. You do smell foods. You hear laughter. Some soft music playing.
I'm going to push Filbert towards that one.
Okay.
I'm going to go, Filbert, your people call you.
Your people call you.
No, that's true. That is true.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to bring up my notes here for a quick second.
Oh.
And I think
Let him check his notes.
I think everything went kind of like stopped there for a second.
No.
Hey, I thought you said pants at first, so...
Pants. I had to check my pants.
No, whenever you said pants, I was like, why is a town covered in pants? What?
I wouldn't put it past this place. Okay, so you approach a very large tent, like almost like a circus tent in size. There is actually like a sign of sorts outside that I think that I'd say Brax would probably be able to read. It's called the Lonely Lemure.
The what now? The who?
The name of this place is called the Lonely Lemure.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought you said loony.
The Loony Lemure. That'd probably be a better name. Let's change that. We'll change it to the Loony Lemure. Retcon, totally done.
that in your notes.
Yeah, I won't remember it.
So I'm approaching this tent that's selling like food and drink.
Okay. You can actually go into it. I mean, it's a large size. Like I said, it's like almost like what the Ringling Brothers would have had tent size. You know, it's humongous. There's
Okay.
yeah, there's tables everywhere. All varieties of sorts of races. Some that you probably don't even recognize.
Do I see any signs of booze selling
Um,
that
there,
might distract me?
there's actually like a makeshift sort of bar, like a large wooden planks with like barrels underneath of them. Again, it seems like everything in this town is made to be picked up and moved at any moment's notice.
Well, straight to there.
Okay.
Like, first I was thinking of asking them about the Planeswalkers Guild,
Mhm.
but as soon as I see that bar, suddenly, oop, I gotta get there. I gotta get my collection of exotic drinks to put in along with mine, because I think I lost a few in the journey.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna zip there. It
Okay.
may be like slip in, but that's gonna be my new mission now. They don't have to know.
Okay, so Filbert's approaching this bar. What are the rest of you doing? Are you going with him? Are you going to stay outside?
Yes.
Trying to grab him by the pants and like yank him towards the right way.
I'm gonna actually follow.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm keeping kind of a watch
Mm-hmm.
for anything that looks suspicious.
I'm
Or
assuming I'm
any
just gonna
signs
drag.
that clearly indicate like a Planeswalkers Guild or anything.
Okay. No clear indications of that per se. The only thing you get from just watching around is people aren't really paying much of any of attention to you. Seems like perhaps there's this sense of people come and go as it is, and new faces or old faces aren't really. It's not a huge deal here. Okay, so
I'm gonna start just offhandedly listening to some of the other drinkers and stuff, see if anything like Planeswalkers, if I hear anything that might catch my interest.
okay, we'll go to Filbert real quick, and then we'll get back to you. Filbert, you approach the bar proper. There is a strange-looking creature here, not one that you have seen before since you have been in Sigil at one time or another. You would know it as a barrier, so it's sort of this like half man, half goat, like centaur-looking creature. He seems to be the one behind the bar who's cleaning and taking orders, and you approach him, and he just sort of gives you a sidelong look and a nod.
Hi there. I would like to sample some of your delicious wares. Do you happen to have a menu of your fine drinks?
Well, we don't really have a menu. We just have some regular ale, some foods, stuff, meats, breads, cheeses. Our supply's been kind of low lately. If you're interested in just something ale or something simple for the time being, I'm happy to give you that.
Oh. What kind of ale is it?
Oh, I think it's some kind of dwarven ale. I can't remember where the origins was. I think it was some place called Faerun. Not quite sure.
That sounds familiar.
How much is the bottle of that?
It'd just be a couple. Silver. It's not too bad.
Did I hear the mention of
Wait.
Faerun Ale?
If you're listening, absolutely you did.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call over to Filbert. It's pretty good. It's from where I'm from.
Then give me a bottle of that, please. And while you are acquiring that ale, I'm sorry, I need some drinks.
So excited.
You can tell I need some drinks. Oh, would you happen to know anything about the Planeswalkers Guild?
He gets a glass ready for you. Pushes it over
I don't
towards
want
you.
a glass, I want a bottle.
Okay, he gets you a bottle for you. Sorry.
Calm down, calm down.
Calm the hell down. I know you're a drunken monk, but you need to control yourself just a little bit.
I'm not gonna dunk it all. Look, okay, when I buy this bottle, it's not for me to just chug it all at the same time. It's for me to take it with me in my journey, so that way when I go out in the journey, right, and I take a little sip of that, it's like, I get a little bit of Faerun with me as I travel.
Okay, so he slides a bottle over to
At
you
least that's my excuse.
with a cork in the
You're gonna
top of
have
it.
to accept that.
Slides a
Yearning's
bottle
just,
over
like,
to you and a
punching you in
cork.
the leg like a punching bag. Like, you are such an alcoholic. Ah!
Okay, after
I'll
that
lean
little
over to
exchange.
Skipper and Greenwave and just be like,
Did he answer the Planeswalker Guild question?
Well, you went in your little tangent about your bottle, so we got that taken care of. He says, "Well, you're sort of standing in it. It's a mobile guild, so the headquarters proper is not too far from here. It's on the same landing."
Oh, so
That's it, Filbert. You did a
So-
good job. Look at you. You found it.
so this tent is under the guild, the Planeswalkers Guild as well?
Everything's under tents here. Like I said, we gotta get up and move at a moment's notice, even though for some reason we haven't moved for probably the last 130 years.
Oh.
Yeah, not a very long time. No big deal.
It's no big deal.
Did we ever know what did they do?
We move from time to time,
Exactly.
every few centuries, you know.
Oh, well, I'm gonna
You
ask
could
him
have
then.
been born and dead 13 times.
I want to ask the barkeep what's the Planewalkers Guild about, cause now I'm interested. Cause I've never heard of a guild that has that puts out tents and do like a little festival thing
like I said, I'm
going on.
gonna lean over to Greenwave and Skipper and ask him to help me keep an eye out, keep an ear out.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
Of course.
Like I said, people aren't really paying that much attention to you. They're in their food, they're in their drink. They don't seem bothered by your presence, not concerned. No one's paying you any particular mind. The barrier speaks up to you, Filbert, and says, well, it's kind of a strange thing. We all, as the name implies, we like to travel. And the infinite staircase is perfect for those kind of things, obviously. We're just a bunch of blokes and lads and lasses that just want to, explore as much as we can.
By staying in one place?
Well,
For 130 years.
to be fair, we've been around for about 900.
Oh, well, you know.
When 900 years old, you reach, move as much as you do.
Only 900 years. Oh,
Well-
that's a young guild, sir.
Well, we used to be in Sigil a long time ago until all the other factions moved in, and we kind of just, too much for us, and so we picked up, moved on out here.
So it's just they're just traveling along. Like, but what's the purpose of the guild?
Like I said, we're just a bunch of people that want to explore. We have that calling in us,
Oh, I understand it very well.
Can you tell us how to get to Sigil?
Well, I mean, I particularly can't, but I'm sure there's somebody in this town that's been there once or twice. I'd go talk up to the headquarters. I'm sure someone could find you somebody to help you out.
Where is the headquarters?
You exit all 10 here. I'd say go 2, 3 to the left, 4 more down the row, and take another right, a couple more, and you should see a very large tent down there. Be a few blokes outside guarding it.
Okay, I'll just look for a big tent, I guess.
Actually, I'm gonna say Skipper. You could just fly up, see where the big tent is, and lead us.
Hey, I'll just fly up and see where the big tent is. and I'll lead us.
Great idea, Skipper.
Skipper,
Damn,
you're
you're so
so
smart.
good.
All right,
So, yeah.
Filbert, do you have your fancy drink?
No, not that fancy, but yeah, I have it.
All right. Anyone else need any food or anything?
But yeah, we should eat, don't we?
You all look like you've been out and about for a while. You fancy somewhere to lay your head for a bit, or?
I am pretty tired.
I got some cots in the back.
Perhaps we should see what they have to say first. The headquarters.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Just out of curiosity.
I'm sorry, what was that?
How much are the cots? Scarlet will walk up and say, "How much are the cots?"
Oh, it's not. Maybe a gold for all of you. It's not a big deal. They're just cots. I'd feel too bad getting you pay too much for them.
Well, we'll go talk to the headquarters, and maybe we'll come back and get some rest before we head out.
All right, mate. Well, good luck to you.
Good luck to you too with your sales. Hopefully, you can get some supplies in.
It's been really hard lately.
So, am I able to see the tent?
You are. You see quite a large one, and it actually looks a lot more weathered than the rest of them now that it's there. But you might consider it's just a larger structure and has more, surface to be destroyed at.
All right, I'll alert the rest of the party. I see it. You guys can follow me.
All right.
But we can't fly!
Just keep an eye on him while he's in the sky.
Oh, right.
Greenwood.
Right.
You and Filbert go up front. I'll watch the rear.
Okay, so you guys are taking.
Judith, you stick with me. I want to keep an eye on you.
Can I ride you again? That was fun.
I will pick Junik up and just sit him on my shoulder.
Okay. You guys exit the tent and go back and try to follow these directions as loosely as you can with the Mondron guiding you. And you do find what is, as I spoke before, it's just a large tent. There's nothing fancy about it by any means. As I said, everything here is ready to pick up and go. There's a couple, what looks to be human, maybe elven, and you're not quite sure. Their faces are covered with helmets and they're wearing some sort of chainmail. Nothing fancy, but definitely look like they're posted there.
Alright, who wants to go ahead and do this?
Hello, we were sent here to speak to someone about getting to Sigil.
Now you wanting to hire somebody then?
It depends on the price.
Well, go and head on in there. Okay, sorry, I can't remember his name. I had it written down too. You need to speak to Havrin. He's our leader. I'm sure he can help you out with something.
Alrighty then.
They part ways and they let you right on in. Doesn't seem to be there's any real caution here.
Junik whispers to Scarlet, "They don't really care about who comes in and out. Is that weird? Or is this like your way of work?"
That's a little weird. They probably don't actually worry about it.
You heard nothing.
That's the second time I've heard R2D2
It's
speak.
the second time I've heard nothing. Are you asking somebody about that, Junik, or are you just saying matter of factly?
No, I'm like on her shoulder, so he's like kind of leaning and like loudly whispering because he doesn't know how to shut up like me.
Alrighty. So you guys gonna head on in. You're greeted with I guess I would say it's fairly regal looking. A lot of nice carpeting, or rolled up carpets and all that. Very well lit. There's large tables there where folks are sitting and speaking to each other. Looks like it's, like I said, it's a bunch of adventurers almost. You do see towards the back of the area what appears to be a very, very large minotaur. Dressed out in full plate mail armor. He's quite glaring. And it seems...
Tap Junik and go, "That's probably why."
The star's kind of like starstruck, trying not to cry out of fear.
No crying. Okay. You guys walk towards him, or are you going to talk to these other
Hell
people
yeah.
that are here, or well, Modron's
Skipper
going
take
forward?
the lead. He seems to be doing pretty well.
I'm walking towards him, yeah.
All right, you walk towards this large man who's sitting down at the time, but even sitting down, he makes a very imposing figure. Leaning.
Excuse me, are you Haviland?
Well, yes, I am. The voice coming from him seems very odd.
Right? You said he was big.
He's huge. He is fucking massive.
It's like Broly sounding like he's effeminate or something.
Great. Fantastic.
You know, let's,
I guess
let's
Skipper's
not
like
judge him
taken
for
aback
his,
by it, but
for
he's
his
not gonna
voice.
say anything about it.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, we were hoping you could help us get this thing straight.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry.
We were hoping you could get us to Sigil.
Saverick says he's gonna go hard on us. This is what he meant. try to keep us from cracking.
I could have went like full, deep gnome cleric from the other
No,
night.
this is in character, by the way.
Tunic is
Like
like
Skipper doesn't care.
snickering.
He's laughing at this point.
He's laughing. Oh, is something funny? Did I say something amusing?
He just has a break in his circuitry every now and again.
Oh,
I was just thinking about a joke that Green Wave told me earlier.
oh. Perhaps you'll have to tell me later after we've conducted our business.
Perhaps.
Scarlet's just starting to go red in the face. And she's like, calming.
Oh, Junik has fallen off of your shoulder and is giggling like you are tickling him or something. Like,
Silver doesn't see the problem.
Scarlet's a soul. She finds it absolutely hilarious. But in the back of her mind, she's going, and that son of a bitch could probably crush me.
oh, definitely.
He slowly stands up, and his figure comes up to close to 9 feet tall. And he has got, like I said, this large plate mail armor on. The front of it, you see, it looks like it's like embossed with like this like rose. And he has a large battle axe he picks up as he stands and sort of just leans it on his shoulder. Well, I'd be happy to help you get to Sigil, but there's a problem right now along the staircases that we're having an issue with.
What kind of problem?
Well, there's some sort of force that's taking over the upper levels.
Junik has stopped laughing and says, "Force? What kind of force?"
Well, you see, it feeds on creativity. And that's sort of what everything here runs on. Creativity.
There's something going up or something. What? Starts looking at like Scarlet.
Something like that.
Well, we've heard that it might have taken up a host recently.
Like a
Kill the
ghost?
host, get rid of it.
Well, that's the hopes, at least. It's very dangerous because it's been entering, destroying doorways left and right. I'm not even quite sure the one sigil that we know of is still open.
Oh boy, that is a problem. Quick consensus, guys. You want to deal with this?
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, we got
So
no
question,
choice.
Do we really have a choice?
No.
It's either we try a bunch of doors on our own randomly.
I want to
suppose,
ride
or
him
we
like
do-
a horse.
I will let you ride me like a horse. In fact, I'll
No,
turn
no,
you into a horse
him.
later. Oh no, you can't. No.
Hi, but he's so pretty and he's so nice.
You just want to be tall. Anyway, what was your name again? And I'm gonna address the part.
Oh, my name's Havrun. Havrun Thane.
So Havrin, if we go to wherever this place is, can you tell us how to get back here?
You want to get back to the guild after you get to the doorway? Is that what you're asking?
More, So the thing is, we want to go. We'll solve your problem for you, and then go find the doorway.
Oh, I understand. Well, I mean, I could have one of my guards take you to the landing where we know the doorway could be at. That way we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Is the thing on the way to that platform, you think?
Well, it's taking up that upper level that we know where it's at. We're just not quite sure what the conditions are there right now.
So we could be walking into something like that manticore where after we killed it, the entire floor dropped out.
Yeah, it's a
That
possibility.
was fun. Can we not do that again? I don't want to do that. I like being a pie, but not like that.
I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I mean, these are the planes.
Well, that's our best shot. Anyone opposed? Filbert?
Seems fine to me.
But how do you find something that feeds off of something that is not real?
So
Like
from
you can't
what
touch it.
Heverin here says is that it's got a body right now.
It has a host, yeah.
So we kill the body, we get rid of it. Or at least.
Oh,
slow it
simple
down.
enough. Okay, cool. Hey, big man. I forgot your name. Do you fly? He's looking up at the Minotaur. I mean, not the Minotaur. Fucking Centaur. Okay.
Minotaur.
Man, what
Third
else
time's a charm. Centaur.
No.
Guys,
It's like a minotaur,
long way.
head to ass, all the way down.
It's been a long
No,
way.
no, I don't fly.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
1 second, and I.
Would you like to?
He sends off for a person, and what approaches is a rather short, hunched over tiefling male.
Please have a normal voice. Please have a normal voice.
Just you're gonna make
Named Fox.
you're gonna make me want to like make it even worse than before.
Do it.
Just, Cart,
Do not poke the DM.
could you show these nice, really nice folks all the way to the stairways of desolation?
I don't like the sound of that.
Yes, I can show them.
Can we actually rest tonight and then we'll do it in the morning so we're all fresh? Does that work for you?
Oh, sure. Let's go on your schedule.
Hey,
We're gonna
hey,
go
what's
take
our
care of it for you. I don't want to hear it.
Ah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Just go do your business. Come back here.
I'm actually going to lean forward, look him dead in the eye. I'm going to intimidate him or attempt to by saying, I ain't a fucking manticore. Don't piss me off.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation.
Oh shit, I'm intimidated.
17. He sort of backs up a little bit.
And
Oh.
I helped.
All right, mistress. I'm just a little edgy. Don't. I'm sorry. You do what you need to do, and we'll be right here for you when you come back.
No, I know we're all a little bit testy because we need some food in our belly, some ale in our blood, and some sleep for the night.
I don't know about
There's
the
no
rest of you.
reason.
I'm full. Manticore.
Well, I didn't
And
have.
Sarah's gonna look at the gentleman and go, I apologize if I seem a little testy. We're just trying to get home. So we want to make sure that we can take care of the problem for you on the way.
I said, mistress, it's okay. I'll be here. Just take your time.
Alright. I never get the chance to use Intimidate, so that was fun.
TV show.
Are you guys taking off now?
Scarlett's gonna head back and pay the gold for all the cots.
Okay. When you,
Before Junic leaves, he
Yes.
wants to, like, his little notebook.
Mhm.
He wants to draw the, whatever the fuck the big dude with the funny voice is.
The Minotaur?
It's called, yeah, that one. He's sketching him and, like, fascinated.
Okay, you're sitting there and you've got your, I guess, your paper out and your, I don't know if you use charcoal or whatever means
Yeah,
that you're doing it
something.
with. You see the Minotaur actually pick up this tiefling by the back of the neck and start scolding him.
Oh, shit. He just starts snickering.
Seems quite agitated at the way that, the exchange went down.
Well, he should!
Okay, you guys, you folks head back and you take a rest for the evening, I suppose.
Scarlett's going to just go straight to bed. She's full. She's fine. I will probably ask to refill my water and everything.
Okay.
The guy asking.
Yeah, that's not an issue. It doesn't seem to be something that was hard to come by here.
Junik goes to Filbert and asks for a shot of something.
Well, I'm gonna give
Probably
him,
like a weaker something.
I'm gonna give him some of the one I just got, the Faerun Ale.
And we
Okay.
toast to trying not to die again, because I don't want to die again.
I wanna die.
What is the Mondron doing since he doesn't really need
Oh,
to
Junik,
rest?
We all died.
Right? He's just
In the end.
chilling.
Just chilling?
He doesn't need to eat, drink,
Okay.
rest, or anything else.
Must be nice.
You guys go ahead and get your sleep. I'm just gonna hang out.
Alrighty. Anybody else do anything particular before we call this evening over?
Mm,
Rather than have them fill or take from their water supply, Greenwave will literally just like water.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so you guys take your little evening and wake up the next morning to pretty much a similar scene as it was the day before. It just seems to be the day-by-day operations of this place. New faces, but not unexpected. Anything you wish to do before returning to the guild hall proper?
mm, no.
No, I think because we probably want to get rid of at least whatever that's
You know.
Okay.
that thing that's bothering.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't suppose Clay
We're
would
pretty
want to do
straightforward.
anything. I don't suppose Clay would want to do anything, would he?
Yeah, we might want to wait for him then, because I don't know what he wants to do.
Okay, well, there's a couple minutes if you guys want to talk to each other, or...
So what did
Yeah,
that,
never mind.
I mean, I know I want to do something, but I'm not sure when to interject that.
Correct.
I'll
Well,
probably do it while walking.
okay. Is there anything... Is anything Scarlet wants to do after the evening is passed?
I might go see if there's a bookseller actually.
A bookseller?
Yeah.
What books?
And I'll take Junik with me.
Okay.
Greenwave will probably hit the blacksmith just for curiosity's sake.
Okay. What is nice about your guys' decisions is that these places seem to be one and the same. There's only one real shop there, and it is called the Mithril Anvil and Sundries. It seems like a mix between a smithy on the outside and a general store on the inside. A wide array of different items. Some books, not a large quantity of them, but there are some. It almost looks like a large flea market almost.
Oh, I love.
I'll go point at the books to Junik and go get one.
Just takes off like cartoon, like still has a shadow around them of dust.
I'm actually going to look at the books and see if there's a bestiary.
A bestiary.
Something with like an animal journal, something with like weird animals and stuff.
Sure, go ahead and just roll me an investigation. Okay, you find what appears to be some sort of an older manual, but it seems to pertain to demons and fiends.
Oh, hey, I had that book one time. It's okay.
I actually was looking for something with animals so I could shapeshift better.
Oh, can I help him like try to find something good?
Sure, I'll have him assist you this time. Go ahead and roll me investigation with advantage.
Alright.
Okay, 23. It looks like, well, let's see, that's the second roll here. 22.
Hey.
Okay, it takes some searching around, albeit it's your decently high roll. But you do manage to find what seems to be a manual on some sort of the wild nature of creatures from the planet Elysium.
Oh, look at this one. This is what do you want? Like,
This might work, yeah. I might be able to do something with this.
It's like a flora and fauna sort of manual.
Oh.
I'm okay with this. I'll kind of go up to the shopkeep once Junic picks out a book. And
What kind of books are available?
I'm sorry, what was that, Junic?
What kind of books are available?
It's a wide variety. There's some that are just like sort of like fiction stories, or there's manuals of different sort of skills like mountaineering or guides to the plains of, you know, Ashshore. It's a wide variety of things. Nothing cohesive. Nothing really catches your attention so much. You find a manual on the religion of Cthulhu.
Ooh. Okay. My little ADD brain can't remember who Cthulhu is, except for it sounds like a tune.
That's Arise's
look at his
god.
smile! Look at his freaking smile! Look at it.
That's Arise's god. The water one.
That's what I was thinking.
Remember, every time someone says cartoon, you go, bless you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bless you.
Like, but yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna pick up that book
Okay.
and look at it, and go up to the shopkeep and ask how much it is.
Okay, so you guys approach the counter. There is this dwarven lady who is actually sitting at an anvil pounding on it, and she sees you start walking up, and she sighs, puts her stuff down, and walks up to the counter. You hear her as she climbs this little stairs behind the counter to get up to your height. She's got, a full beard. It's a glorious beard. Hello, ladies. What can I do for you?
How much is this book?
And this.
She looks it over. Well, it's good quality, I suppose. How about 2 gold pieces for the lot?
Done and done.
Thank you, and he just takes off.
I'll
Sounds
give her
fun.
2 gold.
Okay. Greenway, what were you looking for?
It's a bit of a long shot,
Okay.
but I'm looking to see if they have any plate mail that he could possibly afford.
Plate mail. Wow.
Probably not.
Gosh, what does
As
plate
he's
mail even
looking at the
cost
plate,
nowadays?
I'll ask Greenwave. I'll say, if you need some extra cash, just let me know.
Gosh, I can't remember what plate mail even
Typically-
goes for.
Typically, I don't think even with all of our pooled resources I'd be able to acquire this. One day.
God, what is the cost of
One day
plate mail?
Vox would bless me with something.
Plate mail. 5e.
1,500 gold pieces? Yeah.
Dagyo.
I have a whole whopping 10 gold in my pocket. Like,
Yeah.
I got 119.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have Batorian coins, but I don't think even with your pooled money it'd be that much.
No.
How much gold?
Because
Oh,
that
no.
we treat them all as
1,500 gold. Yeah, it's
yeah.
not gonna happen.
So the short answer would be yes and no.
Exactly.
available, but not liable.
He's kind of just eyeing, like, one day Shu shall grant this to me.
Doing a little window shopping.
So what can you afford exactly?
Well, not anywhere near what this is worth.
Oh, that's obvious at that, but we might be able to make out a deal, depending on how much you have. I could go with a 13.
He kind of looks in his pocket. I've got about 190.
Well, that won't do at all.
No, not quite.
She kind of shrugs. I'm sorry, I've got to run a business here.
Understandable. One day I will be able to,
Understandable, lovely.
provided that other people don't require the money first.
Absolutely. Okay, well, Sorry, sir. You guys doing anything else? Anything else you want to look at here?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Matt?
Been carrying around this red steel battle axe for a long time.
You
And
have.
I would like to get it appraised or looked at.
You like to get it
Or-
appraised or looked at? Okay.
Super battle axe.
To save on time, you find that there is actually a local mage here by the name of Orium, who usually hangs around the headquarters during the day, as he seems to be one of the upper-ups in the guild. Perhaps he can help you out with that.
I have a copper ring too. I never figured out what the fuck it does. I just know that it has
Nothing.
magic.
It does nothing.
Skipper, are you gonna mention that you're going in search for that?
Yeah.
I'll actually hand you that robe I've got, and ask you if you can see about how much that would cost to get it checked out.
I'll go with him.
Alright,
too.
I'll
I'll
hand
go
you
with
the
Skipper.
robe.
Okay.
Jeez,
Okay.
what's wrong with just handing it to him? Why you gotta toss it to me
I
too?
know, right? I'm just over here like, what did I do?
Mobile shopping carts all you are. Okay. Well, you guys go to, well, at least Skipper does, to the guild hall. Sorry, I'm just going to roll some of this randomly. You do find the man named Orium, who is a male wizard. An older gentleman. He looks like his traveling days are probably done for. You inquire, I'm assuming, about what would it cost to get to such and such identified, and after some haggling, you get down to the price about 50 gold seems to be what he's going to be most comfortable with.
Damn. How much gold do I
Wait, 50 gold to
Appraise it.
figure out what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have 18 platinum. How much is that?
That's
Oh,
180
okay.
gold.
Well, I'll do it for both of us. Also, I'll give him my 10 platinum
Okay.
so I can do it for. Oh shit, we have the robes too.
You can pay for it and just tell me and I'll give it back.
Very true.
You got 50
Right,
gold?
right. Is he willing to do it all for 50?
Yes, that's what you eventually get down to the price of.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
for all of the items I thought it's like 50 each. Man, oh no, okay. If it's like 50 for all the 3 items, I'll do it. I'll just give 5 of my platinum to
Okay.
him. I'll
No
tell
problem.
Skipper, I got this, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have a copper ring, correct? And
Yes, I do.
okay, you find that your copper ring has some very odd enchantment on it. There seems to be an enchantment of a jump spell actually on it. It is a ring of jumping.
Ooh.
So while wearing this ring, you can cast a jump spell as a bonus action at will, but you can only target yourself.
That's pretty cool.
Jump is neat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Want someone to give me a D5 roll?
Sure.
Okay.
Anybody?
Go on, thing. There we go.
Okay. This is interesting. The robe, for sake of time, is actually a robe of the Archmagi.
Ooh, what the fuck is that?
Oh. Oh.
You gain the benefits of wearing the robe. You get your base armor class is 15 plus your dex modifier. You have advantage when saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Ooh.
And your spell save DCs and spell attack bonuses each increase by 2.
Shit.
So that's a scarlet thing.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
the sad part is when I'm it's warlock, wizard, and sorcerer only.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
So none of us. But we could sell it.
Yeah, sell
You
that.
could.
What about a cleric of a
color is
really
it,
bad
by the way?
guy, huh?
Warlord,
It's black,
warlock, wizard, and
gray,
cleric.
or white.
Or did it say cleric? Warlock, Wizard, and
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Fuck me, that's
The
good bullshit.
three primary arcanists.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Sadly,
we
not
just
even Bard.
Okay.
Is it white, gray, or black?
It is a black one, actually.
Okay.
Considering the person you got it from. Okay, then you have the red steel. I think was it a sword? Battle axe. Yes, a battle axe. He looks this over. Oh, this is a very interesting piece. He goes on to describe how this battle axe seems to have been forged in Sigil itself. Probably past a long line of mercy killers in its time, sort of handed off to the greatest warrior that's within that faction at the time. And I mean, it seems to have passed probably several hundred years of existence. He says there's something else strange about it, though. There seems to be some sort of sentience attached to this.
Oh,
Go on.
Oh, really?
Yes,
banish it, throw it off the steps,
he
get rid of it.
sort of starts handing it back to you. I'm quite afraid to go much further into it. I don't wish to make contact with things I do not understand.
So not a pleasant sentient.
I'm not sure if it's... I'm not sure.
Who the hell is Jasmine?
Would you keep this, or would you get rid of it?
You may wish to take it to someone who's a little bit more skilled than I. Or if you're feeling froggy, I suppose you could try to commune with it.
Do it! Do it, Skipper! No guts, no glory!
I don't know if that's...
Alright.
You're not there, Junik, neither am I.
Fuck!
I say...
I say
I
go
want
for
to-
it. Greet it with a
Fucking
friendly, yeah, with a friendly,
Chug
well,
that
I
milk.
was gonna say a friendly handshake, but you're already holding it. Yes,
It
as
hasn't
good
hurt
as
me
the
yet.
handshake would it be?
Fuck it. Let's commune with it. Or I will.
Okay, you're at least come to the understanding that you'd have to spend some time with it. If you want to take the time to decide with it, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, when I rest, I'm switching one of my spells out. Just so you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you all can do what you want with your spell list if you want to switch things in and out or whatever you need to do right now.
Have all the spells.
If you need to take some time, let me know and we'll go off to something else for a minute while you can take care of that. So, Skipper, where are you going to sit with this thing at?
What's around? You know, I'm trying to picture. We're in the headquarters, so...
Yeah.
Is there anywhere, like, near the mage that would look appetizing to sit at?
Well, it's sort of a large tent, so I mean, if you want to try to find a corner to sit in to sit with it, I mean, if you're trying to be private, it's
No, I'm not trying to be private about it.
okay. Well, it's easy enough to find somewhere to sit and speak with this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you take it in your hands, and the steel sort of vibrates as you hold it. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save, please.
Oh my. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
This is the best.
Yay!
Okay. You feel something sort of creeping over your conscious. But you keep it at bay for the time being. Oh, what is this that holds me now?
I'm Modron. My name is Skipper.
You're not a mercy killer. Oh,
Nope.
what a great one you could be, though, you and I.
What would that entail?
Blood.
Will it make me more powerful?
beyond all your wildest dreams.
I'm not sure if I should trust you. I spoke to a mage and he said you might be bad.
Oh, what are mages? Robes and skin. Nothing important. Not like us. We're killers, aren't we?
I do kill a lot, yes.
Oh, I can tell. Oh, I can feel the dents in your armor. You have taken many blows and struck down many, many people.
What would you require out of me?
Only your consent.
Wow.
Hey, at least it's asking for
Like-
consent.
During this communication, is there any way I could like be like Scarlet or anyone like, should I do this shit or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I hear you.
So, yeah. What do you guys think?
I was just gonna say, ask what it gets for your consent.
What do you get for my consent?
You bring me the blood to feast upon, and I give you the power.
Sounds like a fair trade.
Of the most fair.
What's it saying? We only have one side of this conversation. Talking to Skipper.
It's saying that as long as I bring it blood and kill people, it will make me powerful.
Given how often we're going to be killing people lately, it might not be a bad use of resources.
This is true.
Especially that hag that we have to still deal with.
I would like to bash her with this
What
battle
could
axe.
possibly go wrong?
Bash who?
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna consent?
I consent. As long as you make me powerful.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Okay. No saving throw needed. Skipper, you feel the moment of connection, and it fills you with a rage almost above what you're used to. Even being the barbarian that you are, you feel like the intensity is just almost like a drug. It just envelops every, I would say, pore of your being, but given your structure, your vision focus is sharper than you've ever felt. You feel powerful, and the rest of you all see this as well. This intensity goes over Skipper. Ah, yes, 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 I can feel the power in you. But
I can feel it too.
you must feed me. I'm hungry.
Just be patient. We are going
And here
to
we
kill
are.
someone tomorrow.
Feed me. That was our agreement.
Too
I
bad,
don't
so
have
sad.
anyone to kill right now.
There's so many near us now. I can smell them.
Oh dear God, he wants a sacrifice already.
Assert dominance! Assert dominance!
Assert dominant.
Feed me.
You will get fed, but not right now.
Go ahead and make
There
me a
will be
wisdom.
plenty of blood to go around.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
And now the arguments happen. This is the great part.
Oh no!
Skipper, you see a tiefling not too far from you, and you have this sudden urge to rend them apart. The rest of you see Skipper he seems like he's struggling for a second, just talking back and forth to this thing. Then you see his vision just right onto this young lady. And the axe is up in his hand, and you can see him already starting to move towards her.
And I'm gonna try to grapple him and hold him.
You're gonna try to hold him.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to save the lady.
Okay. Well, let's go and have initiatives from whoever is going to be doing this.
Oh yes, this is going to be the best.
Scarlet's gonna try to tackle him.
Okay. Oh,
Pretty sure his dex is higher than
yes, it is. Skipper, what's your speed?
Speed is
Hmm.
40.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. Just do a roll 1d20. Okay.
time for us to get kicked out of the Planeswalkers Guild.
Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And what's your strength modifier? It's got to be up there. 3. Okay. You all start to, like, swoop in as quick as you can, seeing this was about to happen. And Skipper just takes off. It was just like, dun 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 dun. And a split second, you see this tiefling just almost explode in blood and gore. It's a horrifying sight, and you can see that while he stopped for the moment, you're not quite sure if this is going to be it or not.
And this is where cue the song from Arrested Development.
I guess technically it would be Scarlet's turn.
I say we try to wrestle the axe
I'm
from
gonna try to
him.
get the axe out of his hands. This is probably not gonna go well.
Probably not. Dun, dun, dun.
I done fucked up, guys.
I guess
I
you're
was too stupid to tell you otherwise.
gonna make like a strength check to see if you can pull us out from him, or
He just heard, "Hey, power!"
oh,
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
Brass, go ahead and make me an opposed strength check here.
He has the same bonus as me, so
Unopposed strength check.
basically just roll a strength
What
check.
up?
Click on the word strength.
Click on strength.
Oh, I didn't know you could click on those. Okay.
Whew, that was close. Scarlet, you just seem to take this moment of where he's in this bloodlust, but it's like a clarity moment, and you swoop in and just yank this thing out, and I'm supposing you're tossing it. And this,
I'm going to drop it straight down.
drop it straight down.
Yeah.
Alright, there's the cling.
My booted foot over it.
Okay, there's the cling of it
Skin contact here.
as it hits the ground, and blood droplets spatter off the end of it. And you see that the blade of it itself has turned this very rosy hue. Not just from the blood that's coating it, but the steel itself seems to maybe absorb it. Skipper, you have this clarity moment where everything sort of stops. The rage abruptly ends, but you do feel the presence is probably still inside you somewhere. Let's see, anybody else?
What did I do?
Alright, Filbert.
This thing talked to you, right?
Is Filbert going to do anything? He's up.
Oh.
He's up next.
oh shit! I don't have anything to heal at all.
Well,
I'm
okay.
gonna-
Well, apparently the woman is dead. It looks like we're just. Slow.
She's definitely not moving right now.
I'm gonna go over where the lady is. Yes, I'm gonna try to do that.
What are you going to try to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. You're not hearing me?
Say it here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he told me some. I thought he told me. I thought he said it. So I'm gonna try to do a medicine check to stabilize her.
Okay, go ahead and make me the medicine check.
Please don't fail. Please don't fail. Oh shit.
The bleeding seems to be beyond your capabilities at the moment.
By the way, I'm gonna take a moment to yell, Green Wave, get a sack.
I've got other priorities right now.
So
Is there a way I can take her and don't move her? Okay.
Actually,
Don't move her.
I'm gonna yell, Junit, get over here and heal her.
Well, basically, I'm gonna stand over her just in case something happens. Then I'll try to protect her. You know,
okay. I guess
her dead body. That is.
I guess technically it would be Greenwave up next since Junik did not participate.
Apparently.
Is Junik alive, conscious right now?
As
Unique.
Did you
Yeah.
nod off?
Hello?
I think I did. I'm so sorry. What's going on?
Go ahead,
Roll
Greenwave.
initiative.
I'm dead.
It's me.
I'll put her at the end of the order. I'll just put.
Yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I don't.
So,
Shit.
seeing that she's all, super slashed up and stuff like that, and not really thinking about much else, just running over and lay on hands.
Okay. How much you gonna expend?
Up to whatever is going to fully heal her.
I said technically you have to put 1 point in just to bring her to consciousness, but that's up to
Well, he
you.
needs to help people. He's not a bad guy.
Okay, so we'll say
So he kind of feels bad.
say probably 6 points would bring her up to full max.
Okay.
So it's not anybody special. It's not an adventure. It looks like so.
Welcome.
Okay. So what does this look like to everybody else that'd be observing it?
Basically would walk over, place the hand over the wounds, and there'd just be some type of radiant water flowing out from it that would just start mending it closed.
Cool. I like it. Okay, so he does his action there. The breath seems to start to draw in and out of her lungs. Still unconscious, but living, obviously.
Well, at least there's that.
Okay, so I haven't missed much. Okay, cool. Sorry.
I suppose so.
I'm so sorry.
Not sure
Just
if
a
you're-
murder.
just Skipper trying to murder somebody. It's nothing big though.
Oh. Lord Anubis, I'm sorry to take one from you, but this was not her time yet.
Okay, it's going to go back up to Brax. If I need to make a saving throw, please. A wisdom saving throw, I apologize.
Oh god.
Is Junik not doing anything? Or is she just...
Junik doesn't know what's going on in the contest right now, and it's a bit much to explain to her at the point, so...
Ah!
Okay. Skipper, yeah, you really want that axe back.
You're welcome to try, bucko. I am as strong as you are.
You really want that axe back.
What do I need to roll?
I almost want to know what you're going to do to get it back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm standing on it effectively.
Oh yeah, you did say you were standing on it. Didn't you?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know, like...
I give the option. Do you want him to do this verbally, like make the claim known? Do you want to tackle her? Do you want to try to wrest it from under her foot?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, was just grabbing it and yanking on it.
Okay.
Trying to snatch it away.
Sure. Make a strength check for me.
Opposed?
Yes, sir.
He got it.
He's got it in his hand again.
Oh, goddamn.
Is Skipper considered a humanoid, by the way?
He's considered a construct, so... Technically, no, he's not a humanoid.
Well, fuck you, Brax.
Okay, Brax, well, you have a bonus action still in this round if you'd like to do anything with it.
No.
Okay. Back to Scarlet.
Dear God, we're just gonna fight over this axe. Alright, out of curiosity, how close am I to the edge of one of this platform?
The platform the guild's based on?
How far am I from an edge?
Oh, geez, probably a good 100 feet. It's a massive platform.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to try to yank the axe again.
Okay.
Because I need to get it away from him.
Good, make me a strength check, Skipper.
That was a bad one for me.
Oh,
It is, though.
Okay, grab ass with the axe has gone back to Scarlet.
This is fantastic.
I'm going to hurl it with every ounce of my strength towards the visible edge.
Okay, you're going to probably have to move
Or,
outside the
Yeah,
tent
we-
first. Okay, so
I
you...
thought we made it outside, so
he was
right in the opening.
inside studying it, so...
Oh, okay.
You... I'd say 30 feet would be enough to get you outside the tent, so go ahead and make me a strength check. We'll say the D...
Strength or athletics?
Go ahead, you can do an athletics. And see, we'll make it a... Since it is a very far throw, give us an 18 to beat.
Oh god, I'm actually trained in athletics. No.
Okay, well, you do still hurl it, but not quite far enough. It looks like it's probably 10 feet short of its goal.
I'm going to shout, do not touch that.
Okay. I think that would make Filbert's turn next, unless Scarlet has a bonus action she'd like to take.
I do have a bonus action, but I don't know if I want to take it.
Well, if you don't, I'm gonna try to stun him.
Ooh. This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm telling her go for the stun.
Okay. Well, go ahead and make your...
Poor Brax over here is like, I got an axe!
Make an attack to see if you can hit him first.
Or do you want me to start kicking the axe away?
It's too far away now.
I'm fast.
Okay, so you have a movement speed of what, 40 feet?
I have
It's
45.
10 feet, it's 10 feet away from the edge. Could she get to where the axe is?
She could get to it, yes.
9. Okay. If you want to try to get to it and toss it over the edge.
Well, I can't.
It's only 10 feet from the edge. If you can get to it, you can probably huck it over the edge.
Okay, like the edge of like the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
But then again, what if I do that and then he tries to jump over the edge? That
He
does,
has wings.
He has to get past me first, and if necessary, I'll turn into a wolf and chase him down.
He also
Or just a
technically
big
has wings.
snake
so
constrictor.
He does technically have wings. Okay.
I can fly down there and get my fucking axe.
like, should I try to stun him, or you think that's not gonna work because he has a lot of con?
It's up to you. Either action's gonna have a chance at failure, Jan. It doesn't. There's no optimal action here.
There's really
Whichever
not.
one you think Filbert would do is what Filbert should do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just chuck the thing up at the edge.
Okay, I know you move 40 feet in a round. Do you have to use a...
45.
45, I apologize. Is there like a bonus action you use to move the extra 45? Or is that going to have to be a full round
She can
action
use
for you?
Step of the wind.
Step
I
of the
have
wind?
Step of the wind.
Okay, so that still gives
As a
you...
bonus action.
Okay,
I
so-
can disengage or dash as a bonus action.
Okay, since that case, then I would say you'd be able to get to the sword and pick it up. Go ahead and make me the strength or athletics check to hurl it.
Just to see.
Jesus Christ!
And it's an axe. Even you forgot it. Good lord.
Well, I have no bonus, so I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck it is.
Just roll.
Go.
I'm just rolling, it doesn't matter. Oh my god!
Ha! Some.
Filbert, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
No!
Oh no.
But Filbert's
Oh
not proficient in axes.
no.
Okay. You hear a voice in your head saying, "No, you don't want to do that. We could have such fun together." And that moment, like, it catches you off guard, and you don't throw it how you mean to throw it. It's sort of like one of those sad throws where somebody throws it and the ball just falls straight down. You know, you just end up dropping it straight on the ground.
And Scarlet's outside and sees it and he's just like,
Green Wave 2 just.
We didn't rest, did we?
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't rest? What?
Haven't fully rested yet.
Yeah.
That was our night.
You guys
so
rested
I
last
didn't end up
night.
dropping it.
Yeah,
I
this is
just drop it
morning.
on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just end up dropping it straight down.
Oh,
So, I think it's going to be your turn, Green Wave.
Yeah. So Skipper's still trying to fight against everything, yeah?
Yeah, you see that look of worry. Eyes bulge out as the sword's tossed.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like rush over and just knock him down to the ground.
Oh, okay. So, what is it? Grapple is a strength athletics check, yeah.
Opposed athletics.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
That-
Green Wave is not having any.
Green Wave's strong.
Make that athletics check there, Braxy boy.
Green
He
Wave strong.
He the badass mother don't take nothing from nobody.
Yeah, he got me.
God,
Yep.
there's 3 of us with all this.
Walk over and just. Ah!
Alright, so this water ganassi's boom, 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 bap! Just football tackles you right to the ground.
And
He puts him in the yes lock.
yes, lock.
God, that would be painful.
Yeah.
submission.
That's what we're saying.
Submission.
It's the yes lock. He's putting him in deep. He's like, "This is from the god, dang it!" And then he just starts shouting, "Yes, yes!"
Okay,
God, he had a family.
say it's
Sister
Fuck
Abigail.
on King.
Brax, my man. Make me a wisdom save, please.
Come on.
Let me get back to the screen here.
Might have a chance at it this time.
Okay. You feel that moment has passed. Like, it still nags at you a little bit. Like, yeah, I really want that sword. I want that sword back in my hand, or the battle axe back in my hands right now. But it doesn't drive you. It doesn't force you. It doesn't compel you to go after it. But you're currently being held down by Green Wave, so...
Give me my sword. Just give it back. Or my battle axe. Give me my axe. Just give it back.
Sorry, no can do. Bass says no.
I said, you don't have the...
Damn it, Green Wave. Get off of me.
Do you want to try to get out?
Nah.
Okay. So you're not forced to go after it, so this is entirely up to you.
No. I want it back. I'm not gonna physically act on it. Though.
Right, absolutely. Okay.
But I want
So,
it.
so Scarlet.
I can't get to it and throw it. I don't have enough movement. I can get to it, probably.
Probably.
Why don't you try knocking him out?
I don't have anything non-lethal enough to knock him out.
Just not. You can heal him afterwards. Just knock him the fuck out, and then you will.
Okay, anything I could do would take up so much space, I would destroy more shit than it would. Like my first thought is, I'll just turn into a giant snake. I'm like, oh wait, that's right, that's a bus.
Yeah, it's pretty big in here.
You know what, actually, though? I will turn into a dire wolf and block the entrance
Okay.
with my physical hands.
Absolutely.
You just put up your big ass paw, you know,
Mark.
Mark.
or just like just flop right on top of them.
Look, you go ahead and try to throw that again. This time, don't roll a 1.
Like, I can't help it. I only have 0. I am boosted up.
So you...
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna sit there, block, and kind of growl at him.
Okay.
Actually, I guess I'm gonna intimidate him into staying.
Oh, interesting.
because the shift is a bonus. So I'm going to attempt to intimidate him into just sitting there.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll me an intimidation. And I'll try to figure out what to do to oppose this.
I think it'd be like wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom. Yeah, well, go ahead and make me a wisdom save, Skipper. Yeah, you're...
Skipper is not afraid of the giant dog.
Thank God it's
Who the
not.
fuck are you barking at?
No, I picture Scarlet trying to be intimidating in doggo form, but just sitting there being like,
yeah.
Yeah, she's too confused right now. She just looks cute.
It's like very doge, much menacing. Okay.
but wow.
I suppose that brings us back up to Filbert.
Alright, I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Yes!
Can I use my kicking powers? You know, can I just use my dex thing to just kick it?
Nope.
Go. You know what? Given the circumstance, and I know what kind of class you are, I will allow you to roll an acrobatics for this.
No! My axe!
Ow!
Okay.
Yay!
There's that thunk. And it hurts, because kicking in a battle axe is not going to be a pleasant experience. But it sort of spins and then teeters on the edge and slowly just starts descending out into the darkness.
No!
Oh, I think we all need a drink after this.
Okay.
Wait, I have a bonus action.
You do.
Okay, so since that thing is taken care of, I'm gonna take a bonus action to do Step of the Wind
Okay.
and dash back to the group.
Alrighty. You don't quite make it back there, but you're definitely a lot closer. Well, I guess you could move too, so yeah, you could probably make it back there.
Yay!
Okay, so Green Wave, anything you wish to do? You're currently holding Skipper down.
Bless you.
Still holding him down, like, are you okay? Are you fine?
Give me my axe back.
Nope, you're not fine.
I
have,
need
like,
it.
all of
I
hoping I'm
need
just gonna
it.
smack him upside his metal head.
Okay. How hard do you plan on doing this?
Just start doing the like, wake up!
Okay.
you!"
Not intending to do any sort of damage, so.
Yeah, just basically like, snap out of it, you!
Okay, Brax, go ahead and make me one more wisdom save, please.
Break.
Okay, you feel no compulsion right now. But you're definitely getting slapped in the face, and it's kind of annoying.
Ow, ow, ow.
So I don't feel the connection to the axe anymore.
You don't feel the compulsion to go after it whatsoever.
All right, Green Wave, fucking stop. Okay, I'm not going after the axe.
Like, after you say I'm not going after the axe, he kind of like stops for a second. And just gets up.
Now he's just doing it for fun, so. Okay. We can drop out of initiative if you guys want to.
I'm gonna stay in wolf form, by the way, since I can stay in it for 3
Well,
hours.
shouldn't you worry more about the girl?
Greenwave killed her.
Oh, so she's fine.
She's breathing.
Well, I'm gonna go after the girl then. I'm gonna go after the girl and make sure that, you know,
Mhm.
she's... I'm gonna try to calm her down,
Actually,
but she's
you know
gonna
what? I'm
freak
gonna
the
shift
fuck
back
out.
and just say, okay, sorry about the mess. Possessed axe.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go down after the and make it... I'm gonna say it more politely and eloquently.
Okay. I'll go ahead and turn this music off because it's a bit more intimidating than we need for this situation. Okay, so you get the girl conscious. She's scared shitless of Skipper, obviously. The large Minotaur leader sort of walks up. Explain yourselves immediately!
Possessed axe.
We apologize greatly. It seems like we came across an evil axe that somehow, well, we did a grave mistake of allowing it to possess our friend, and we are terribly sorry about all this. If there's
don't
any
even
way
know.
we can make up for it.
Orium sort of steps in, the wizard who identified the items to begin with, said, "There was a mighty curse on that blade. I can attest to this."
And you didn't tell us that before.
Well, technically, I did tell you. I
You
said,
just said there was sentience to it.
And you said,
Sentience
I don't
and
know,
curse is
you
very
should carry
different.
it to someone who knows what they're talking about. That's all you said.
Don't look at me, I was here reading last night. All I know is he starts messing with the axe. Next thing I know, he's trying to kill.
Now everyone calm
Did you shift
down.
out of wolf form?
Oh yeah, I shifted back out
Yeah.
because I
Okay.
started going like possessed axe. Sorry.
Now everyone calm down. The real victim here
Hey.
is this poor girl, and we should all apologize to her, shouldn't we, friends? We apologize to you, ma'am. If there's anything we can make up for this awful experience. I have some brews to help calm the nerves.
Well, I mean, technically, if it's any consolation, I healed her and slapped the shit out of him.
Fuck you.
he goes over to the young lady and speaks to her. The exchange, we won't go too far into it, but she's terrified, obviously. She's led away from the scene.
She doesn't want to drink to help calm the nerves.
And she just wants out of there. I mean, someone just, like, tore her apart with an axe, so...
Yeah, I'll let her go then.
Yeah, kind of the last thing on her mind right now. Getting the hell out seems to be priority.
I'll assume that her clothes are kind of, not in the greatest of shape.
Not by any
It's
means.
a rending.
Yeah.
Greenwave kind of like pulls out a platinum and is like, for new wardrobe.
She takes it reluctantly. Not the fact because it is the money, but it's just her mindset is exit now. So
Yeah.
she's rushed off with the platinum in hand. What was that guy's name? I can't remember.
Hamlet?
The other gentleman, the tiefling rogue. Okay, Carrot. He approaches you all, or the scene, I should say, and Havern's like, "Please get these adventurers out of our way as quickly as possible." Okay, all right, I'll get them out of here. Come on, you sods. You've caused enough trouble here.
Alright, yeah, Scarlet's just like, I'm ready to get out of here.
No, yeah, I'm gonna apologize one more time to the was that Minotaur, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize to him again.
At this point, Skipper's like back up, but
Mhm.
he's from the slapping and things. He's just kind of, like been looking around, but he's not even gonna say anything. Like he's just gonna walk off. It's
Like a boss.
at the point where he's like, I don't know what to say. Like,
Understandable given the situation.
yeah, like he just tried to kill a woman.
As we're leaving, I'm just gonna kind of look at Skipper and go, so for future reference for all of us, if something starts talking, we tell it no. Everyone agreed on that.
Yes, I agree.
When you walk out, like you're
What
just
if it's
gonna
a
see Judy
god?
sitting in the middle of the street, just reading his book.
Well, God isn't an
Completely.
Completely oblivious to what
But
just
God
happened.
talk through objects.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay. For the sake of time, because that way we have, what, a little under an hour left now? What, 30 minutes? Man, that went quick.
Like that. 30 minutes.
Okay. You are led off by Carrot. Let me get my map up here. Okay. You are led off by Carrot to a landing. It takes probably an hour to get there. Along the way, you see these signs of oddness, but it seems like the very color has been washed out of the landscape. It's very drab. The air is sort of cool. It's almost as something has taken the life of the stairs themselves from them.
Seems fun.
So you are on a humongous platform. It's a good probably 50 feet wide and 200 feet long. To your far, far west, there is a spiral staircase you can see, which is wrapped in this dead ivy. You can't see exactly how far it goes up, but it's well out of your sight. To your east, probably a good 30 feet, you see what seems to be it's a strange staircase. It's made of rope and wooden planks, almost like you've seen like a rope bridge crossing a gorge, except this is freestanding and it turns and goes up as well. The ropes aren't seem to be attached to anything but the planks themselves, but they're holding quite steady where they're at.
Oh, good shit.
I don't like that one.
And directly straight across from where you're standing to the north, is a very simple block stone staircase going up. Carrot stops here. Well, this is as far as I'm going to take you.
Okay, so which way?
He looks. Well, technically any of the way should get you to the main platform above.
I don't like that bridge.
Technically?
Well, they all sort of intertwine and go upsy-tubsy, downs and sides. They all lead to the same place.
Is there a shortest way to go, though?
Well, the thing about the stairs here is they always change, so... The last time we went straight up that way, and he points to the stone steps.
Skipper's little wings start flapping.
Okay.
I'm going to lean in and look at him, like get like up close to him and just be like, which one? Yes, I'm attempting to intimidate him.
Okay.
You're such a
Scarlet
dick,
is in such a bad mood today.
She is.
right?
Well, like I said, mistress, these are the ones we took last time.
I'm gonna put a hand on Scarlet and say, I think we should let these people be. We have done enough grievances. So he's done his job. It's now up to us to do ours.
I will only tell you, since you asked so kindly, the one to the west and the one straight ahead of us do lead to multiple platforms, but they do end up eventually getting to the same place. The other one, he points over to the rope bridge, that one takes you directly up to the platform, but it's a longer way, but direct.
Thank you. That's what we were looking for.
Who's buzzing?
It's not I.
Thank you.
So,
I'm on push to talk, so you guys can't
Yeah,
hear
same
anything.
here.
it's not
You
mine.
can still hear it, because apparently this thing is just blowing up all of a sudden.
I still hear. "Eh."
So, do we take the multiple paths, or do we take the creepy rope bridge that apparently goes straight to where we need to go?
Well, do we want to be safe, or do we want to risk it? That's the question.
Greenwave Skipper, what do you guys think?
I say we take the multiple paths, because the rope bridge, if we fall, that's it. We're fucked. We could end up like that dude that's splattered on the stairs.
That is entirely
The only
true.
the only one who can fly is Skipper.
Nope.
Unless he can turn
no.
into a wonderful bird, big ass bird, and fly us all the way. then yes, let's take the rope bridge and just follow it.
Not until level 8.
Then let's take the multiple paths unless someone else would like to propose,
Yeah.
will try to convince us otherwise to go with the rope.
stone one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with that. Unless like everybody's gonna jump on me and we all fly across.
No, let's just take the stone one and take it
Yeah.
slow.
Okay, so
God
I
knows
suppose
what's
the
living
stone
up
one.
here.
we're going to go straight north to the stone steps.
Let's do it slow and
Yeah.
steady, friends.
Sorry, I was trying to
Gotcha.
put some music here for this situation. Okay, you
You'll have a wild shape.
you climb for, it probably seems a good 120 feet.
Oh, while we're climbing, is there
Yes.
a way? No, I don't know. I don't think I'm in a good mood though to say it. No. Okay, go ahead and continue.
Okay. You eventually make your way to another platform, which is equally washed out gray color. It has like grass, but it's not dead, but it's not colorful. There's no real hues to anything around this area. It's growing colder. Not unpleasant, but there's definitely a change in temperature. Mostly north, but a little bit to the west of you, you see more steps, similar to the ones you just ascended. And also to your east, there is also another similar set of stairs. Otherwise, it seems like this platform is empty.
Isn't there supposed to be something here?
I believe he said at the upper level.
Also, I think Stealth fell asleep.
No, I didn't.
Okay. That was just you breathing, then okay. Now she's fucking with us. Now she's
Yeah.
messing
I tend to forget to breathe at times, so.
I tend to slip out of consciousness at random.
Yeah, a little bit.
Narcolepsy.
Okay.
A little bit, like, it's, yeah.
So we have 2 staircases going up.
Yes, you do.
What are the 2 materials? Because I'm basing everything off what they're made of.
It's the same that you came up here this way. Just simple stone.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll pick one and just go for it. I don't even like. Scarlett's just gonna look at them both and just pick one at random and go.
Okay. You go ahead and roll me percentile.
Oh shit.
50. You decide to go to the ones to the north. Don't worry, nothing bad happened so far. You go ahead. What was that?
Oh, I was just gonna say I was gonna follow him.
Okay.
Or,
I assume that everybody's following the same path. I mean, unless you want to split the party.
ah!
No, we stay on the same path.
Okay.
Let's all go the same way.
Clay has taught me that one in the first game, never split the party.
They learned real fast.
This staircase seems to change its width from time to time. Some places it's 10 feet wide. Some places it's 30 feet wide. It's odd. It's not broken. Just the structure of it just seems to go in and out in a wave form. The higher that you get up. Let me see. We have 1, 2. How about Junic and Scarlet? Why don't you make me some Arcana checks?
Oh. And I've trained in it. Oh god, this is the only roll I have all night. Come on. Oh fuck yeah!
20. Okay.
You've now cursed yourself.
Shit.
Over.
Let us look here.
I fall to my death.
We each had a crit too. That's really weird.
Junic, you sense that this area, there's a disruption in the magical weave of this area. You have a feeling that any sort of arcane natured spells might have an adverse effect. or that the very air itself might have an effect on persons. You're not quite sure how it's going to affect, but you know it's going to definitely affect you all in some way or another. You can sense the vibrations of it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to like have everybody stop for like 2 seconds,
Okay.
and then relay that in Gabo broken speech.
My immediate response is, good thing I use nature magic.
That is true. Is mine considered Arcana?
Yours is
I
considered
use holy magic.
divine magic, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
Let's see.
have no arcane spellcasters in this group.
Otherwise, they'd be wearing that robe.
That is true. Okay. Yep.
Unless it was a bard. Bards don't get to wear the cool robe.
You guys continuing on?
Yes.
I was just gonna be like, we need to get home.
I think we need to like pay a lot of attention where we step. Everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to get
Like-
Dragon's Lair up in here.
Yeah, not just walk willy-nilly like you're going to work, but like look at the steps and make sure, you know, careful.
Well, this is going to be funny.
Oh no, I
Oh,
don't like when
no.
I don't like it when Severed rolls things.
Oh,
Okay, you continue to climb. And I got to pick the lucky person, and this time it's going to be Filbert.
Oh no!
You are you having conversations as you're going up this way?
probably just like chit-chatting and stuff.
No, I'm a little upset on what happened to the girl.
Not really speaking a whole lot.
No, I'm just gonna, take a little sip of my ale.
Okay.
And I don't like how, Scarlett's so bitchy.
Okay. Well, then we will move forward. You eventually, after probably 160 feet up that you've climbed from this other platform, you come to yet another similar platform. The area is quite like the rest of them. Very drab. Even though the map that I'm going to pull you to looks very colorful, we're just going to pretend that it's not.
Imagination.
Because for lack of time
Imagination.
to really color this in.
Ooh.
The platform is sort of cracked in places. It's not whole and uniform like the rest of them have been. It's more like these sort of stone that are just hanging in the air there.
Lovely.
Beautiful. It's great.
Well, I have my ring of jumping.
True that.
That you do.
Good shit.
so maybe I might be good. And Skipper can fly, so the rest of you guys are fucked.
No, I'll just turn into a giant snake. I'll just turn into a
I'll
giant
point at
snake
him.
and slither across the holes.
There you go.
Really, and Juna can just ride me. So problem solved.
And there's a
Way
cool.
it could too.
Can you guys just see part of the map?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Cut off at the top.
Good. I'm just making sure the fog of war was working.
It's a bitch to use.
Sometimes.
That's why I've got dynamic lighting.
Right?
I stopped paying for that shit because my players never wanted to play.
I just put you all in a loose formation there. If you'd like to change it, by all means, go for it.
That seems about right, I think.
It's a boot right.
Boot right.
Probably.
Yeah.
Although I think me and Filbert would probably have been switched, but who
Yeah,
knows?
we can.
Absolutely. Whatever you need to do.
I think Junix just kind of hovering between the two,
Alrighty.
like Filbert and Scarlet. Because Scarlet's been really nice and like very powerful, but he likes Filbert a lot, and he's like, I don't know.
Mom,
What's
Dad,
the
don't fight.
weird sound?
Actually, Scarlet's gonna just kind of be muttering like, okay, get back. Find kid. Get back. Find kid. Find Herg. Problems.
Okay, so
Problems.
you guys can see a little bit to the northeast here. Seems like the platform extends beyond your sight. What would you like to do?
Scarlet's just gonna suggest we keep going forward.
Yep.
Okay. Who is moving forward?
Can I take a second to look at like the ground and like what we're standing on?
Sure.
See if there's like I can see any like scuff marks or like like signs of stuff.
Signs of battle!
Why don't you go and make me and just do a perception. That should be good.
I'm specifically looking for blood. Are you fucking kidding me?
Another 20.
Damn!
Okay, you get down and you explore this grayish, barren ground. As you're watching it, you can swear that you see it sort of undulating. It's very faint,
Fucking love that word.
but it's definitely moving.
Really?
How,
As if.
how far does your curiosity want to take this?
Oh shit.
To the ends of the earth.
I'm very curious because I've never seen this before. I'm gonna poke the ground like really hard.
Okay, what do you?
Poke it with a stick.
You said what?
Oh yeah, but mace. I'm gonna kind of like yeah, you know how you hammer a nail,
Mm-hmm.
like that, but with my mace. Just like not hard, but like tap 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 tap.
Okay, you tap it, and it seems not to really, not like it's not like a pool of water where it ripples, but you can definitely tell that there's space beneath it.
Yeah, what?
There's a little bit of space beneath it, as if something is below the surface of it. It's not solid.
Guys, what we're walking on is very, very weird.
I'm gonna turn around and look.
Everything that we've been walking on in this place is weird.
It's moving.
And we had a floor that was bleeding. What's your point?
Well, now we're actually on the lookout for weird shit.
You're like, he's gonna run over.
Sarah's gonna kind of lean down and look at the weirdness.
Okay. So you get a similar after he kind of points it out to you. You can actually see the small movement and wave beneath the ground itself.
Is it kind of like
hard
if
stone?
It feels like a very soft grass.
I'm gonna start yanking it up.
Okay. You reach down and get a handful, and it doesn't take much to pull the grass up from the ground itself. And beneath it, you see a mess of centipedes, of grubs, of various insects of a carrion nature just start pouring forth from the ground.
Junik is immediately climbing up fucking Scarlet like he's a ladder. She's a ladder.
And there's that distinct smell of rotting vegetation like you'd smell in a swamp.
Oh, Skaverick.
Scarlett's not bothered by this. She's just kind of looking at it like, what are they doing? Are they coming at her? Are they just kind of...
They just seem to have scattered.
What's
Put the grass back. Plug the hole back.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
What's underneath that?
No, you're fine. What's underneath that just seems to be a loose dart.
I'm gonna dig it up.
Okay. You keep digging further and further. And you get this mix of this insects and further gray earth. The scent's growing stronger as you get to it. And before too long, you actually start to feel your fingers sink into a fleshy mass. It'd be like flesh that had been set in water forever. You can definitely tell that what it is, but it just sort of strings around your fingers and goops and trails off into your fingertips.
Into my fingertips.
Not into them, but off of them.
Okay. Oh. I'm going to call over. We got something really freaking weird right now.
What is it?
There's flesh under here. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna like dig it around so I can see it.
Okay. How big of a hole you want to make here?
Let's say like half a foot to a foot, big enough that I can look down and clearly see what the fuck is down there.
You make this hole, and it seems like this flesh layer extends the entirety. You don't seem to find a distinct body. Almost as if this layer exists here.
And Scarlet's gonna stand up with Junik on her shoulder and walk back over and go, I think the stairs really are a thing that's alive.
Alive like how?
Like us. Like made of meat.
Weird.
Yeah, let's keep moving. And there's definitely something killing it.
We should probably not dig around in it anymore.
No, we really shouldn't, but it was rotting. There's something going on here.
Let's go. He's just like patting you on the back of the head, like just go.
Let's proceed forward.
Yeah, so Scarlet's just gonna start walking up.
Okay.
Something stops her.
My like hands are like kind of dug in your like shoulder.
Okay.
Oh,
We.
by the way, and as Filbert gets up near Scarlet's gonna say, I'm sorry, Filbert, if I made you upset. But I'm a little stressed out about getting us all home.
Do Dragonborn have dark vision?
No,
No.
they don't.
Motron
don't.
does.
Motron does.
Does
I
Gabos?
don't think Water Ganazi do.
Okay. Well.
Gob-
I want to reveal the map for you all, but I think Brax is going to see it way before you all do, so with his dark vision.
Vision too.
Oh, do you? Okay.
And
So-
the goblin does.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the first
I
episode.
think it's just me.
No, you and Ganassi boy.
Oh.
I was thinking of the first episode when you were in wild shape. No, you were in wild shape. That's why you couldn't see, I think.
Yeah, no.
We'll just go ahead and
I
reveal
rely
this.
on stealth.
Go ahead and reveal this area for y'all. You see an incorporeal figure standing there, and behind him, the skeletal remains of what appear to be two giants.
Hey, I think I know why the place is filled with meat.
I'm gonna pat your neck on the head. Don't worry, little buddy, you have us.
Don't
Okay, so
act like you
before
don't
we
know
get
me,
into this
goddammit!
combat, do we want to stop here or do we want to go through the fight? I'm asking the people who are tired.
I'm done.
Oh, I'm
Whatever.
fine.
I'm fine to finish it.
I'm good right now.
Jan?
I don't care, I'm just hungry.
I'm just hungry.
That
you know what
is
I'm saying?
true.
Jan, go get your sneakies.
It's time
Go get some
to
sneakies.
smack
It's fine, I
some
need
head
to get up
around.
and grab something to eat and
That's
come
true
back.
between turns. Alright,
Yeah,
So-
my pizza's here too, so I'm probably gonna go in between around.
Okay.
Grab it.
the instant, by the way, they are visible, I'm putting Junik off because I'm going to be an angry thing in a bit.
Okay, so we're talking about staying a little bit longer. Do you all want to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
I say just keep
Sure.
going. Onward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just,
I'm good. I don't care.
Okay, I just want to make sure before we continued on.
Yeah, keep going before they fall asleep.
No, I'm good. I promise.
I
I'm
wish
good.
to smite the undead.
You need to kill something that's not a random NPC that did no harm.
You need to
for
redeem
yourself.
yourself. You need to redeem yourself.
In unison.
No,
Amazing.
That poor tiefling.
Poor fucking thief.
It was funny.
Oh, is that the one you attacked?
Around,
Yeah,
but I
she
really
got
want
killed.
to kill some undead.
Oh.
Okay, well, if we're going to do this, I'm assuming we're going to just go ahead and roll for initiative because this is what's going to end up happening anyway.
Like I said, before the fight starts, I'm taking Junik and putting him down.
Yeah.
Aw.
Putting him
Look
down?
Pokemon!
Ha ha!
Skeleton.
Be glad you don't gotta manage like
Oh
3
shit! For
character
once I
sheets.
have a high initiative. Okay.
Well, okay, so, Miss Junic,
Sweet.
guiding bolt the ghost-looking motherfucker.
Where is the other? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I had to find the character sheet. I'm just wasting everybody's time.
That's fine, dude.
Stop wasting our time.
Right? God,
oh my God,
damn it!
Fairy
Saverick.
fire.
I'm so pissed off right now.
See, unfortunately, I don't have Fairy Fire prep because my spell save is shit.
Okay. Well, it looks like giant skeleton number 1 is going to be going first.
My spell save is 12.
Let's see.
Mine is also 12.
Hey, so
Good thing
mine's
most
the
of mine is
highest,
just,
really?
or good thing most of my spells are either healing or just beating things up better.
I'm probably gonna.
Th- This thing unstraps a great axe from its side and just starts barreling towards you all.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
And it is moving much faster than you would think it would be. But it could be just because it's large. Skipper.
Going into a rage.
Okay.
It's time to
Not
overclock.
all his rage. He's just moderate on the staircase.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, no, drown on the keg.
Does that roll include your rage damage? I never can remember.
No, it does not include his rage.
No, it's a +2 as well.
Okay, so you actually did 28 altogether then, right?
Damn.
Well, not 28, I'm sorry. You hit with your first one, but you missed with your second one.
So that's 12 plus his wonderful zap.
Yes, and that's a dex, if I remember correctly.
Indeed.
Sorry.
Get the snake ready, by the way.
This thing is slow, it seems like, to you, Mr. Maelstrom, because it just seems slow and I'm trying to think of the word clumsy. And it takes the full brunt of your storm. Like, it does not seem like it's made for dexterity. I know you attacked, so I know you moved up. Where are you going to be at next to this thing? Okay.
You alright over there, Shell?
Okay.
Yep.
And this one's going to get up to Green Wave. And it's going to make a Great Axe attack against you.
Okay.
And it's going to miss.
Miserably.
Yeah, this doesn't really make much of a sound, but it has its mouth open like it's ready to like make this great war cry. And it just takes its axe and swings it down towards you, and you just get out of the way. Just barely get out of the way. And it hits that ground, and you see all these maggots and things just spilling forth from the ground in a great mass. Tunic.
I would like to spiritual weapon
Okay.
and a big old tome again.
A Tommy gun.
I'm
See?
going to
Yeah,
get
say.
at no, I'm not. I'm gonna cast at 2nd level. And can I attack in the same round? I don't remember. Been a while.
I can't remember if spiritual weapon is a bonus action to cast or an action to cast.
It is an action to cast, but after this, it'll be a bonus action to attack with.
Okay.
But I can attack it, right? Like I can use
Yeah,
it,
yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Alright, cool. I forgot how to do everything because Jesus Christ, it's been a while.
I only asked.
Okay.
I only asked because I couldn't remember. I know spiritual weapon to use it as a bonus action, so if it cost you a bonus action to cast a spell, you wouldn't be able to use it. That's the only reason.
I was about to say, I think it says specifically you make a weapon attack when you cast it.
Okay.
You make the attack when you cast it, and then each turn after you can use a bonus action to be like,
Okay, cool.
Question is, who are you using this on?
Oh shit, duh, yeah. I'm gonna do the one that's right up in green white.
Okay. So you definitely land a strike on it with this
Fuck yeah.
purplish tome of the greatest curse words in all of existence.
You remember.
And it's got a kind of cracks it to the jaw side, and it dislodges a little bit and hangs kind of funky looking on the side of its face.
Yes. And then Junik is going to like hop and skip back a little bit.
Okay.
And then I don't think I can do anything else.
No,
Nope.
that should be all your turns.
I made a turn. Okay. And I'm going to go grab pizza.
Alright.
So I shall be right back.
Alright, Filbert.
Pizza. Yes, pizza. Filbert.
It's me, Filbert.
It's me!
Okay, I'm going to activate Flurry Blows, right?
Mhm.
And then I'm actually gonna use the bonus action
Mhm.
first for the disengage to go
You
through the
don't
giants.
Use your bonus action for that. When
Well, that's
you
what it is,
flurry, you immediately get disengaged.
Okay, well, when I
Nothing
Flurry
else.
Blows, I get the disengage. I'm gonna go through the giant and actually get to the ghost thing first.
Okay, absolutely. You can definitely do that.
Like it. You got bones.
That's because once she gets disengaged when she flurries, which means that they don't get to try to hit her on the way through. We literally just watched Filbert like duck, weave, dodge, slide under legs, just be like. Boop, 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 boop.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
Fuck me up and should I roll the other ones? Or should I wait because of that, you know?
We'll say, for the sake of your crit fail, that you're going to miss one of your attacks for this flurry.
So one more attack, so yeah. Well, there's the other miss.
You rush forward and you start to make this first hit, and you get kind of slid off to the side as your foot doesn't quite make sense with the ground the way it's so squishy, and you kind of slip a little bit. Your second strike goes towards it, but it just seems to pass through the side of this thing.
Okay, I get two more.
All right, go
Also,
for it.
remember, her weapon, her hands do count as magical.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that was two good solid strikes there.
Just like when I'm in V shape, they count as magical now.
Okay. You focus your eyes on it and just whack one to one side of its what would be its rib at one point in time, and then to the other side, and send these sprays of this ashen looking mist flying. Anything else for your turn? I think that's about it, is it not?
Yeah. Unless I want to, like, stun it, but I don't think, it's a good idea.
Okay. Then that will be the end of your turn, and it will be the Wraith's turn.
No, it's not allowed. It's banned.
Okay. It is going to make an attack against you with a hand. It's reaching out towards you. Which
What the fuck you doing
I think
here?
19 is going to hit you if I'm not mistaken. You feel a dark energy just pulse through you, and your veins blacken, and the skin grows gray where this thing has touched you. You end up taking 24 points of necrotic damage.
Ouchies.
I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution save for me, please.
Beat that 14.
Okay.
Better do it.
Womp.
Okay. Currently, your hit point maximum is reduced by 24. So you cannot...
Holy fuck!
You cannot...
Your maximum HP, Jan, is 24 less than what it normally is.
Yep.
It means I
Jan?
can't heal you.
I'm gonna fucking hurt you. Why would you fucking rush it?
Doesn't that mean I'm...
Are you at 0?
Well, then he hit me 24 necrotic damage.
Yeah, so you lose 24 hit points, and then your maximum also drops the same amount. So right now, you're temporarily 24 hit points lower all the round. Like, nobody can heal you.
Yeah, your current hit point total, nobody can heal you above that for the time being.
So make a note somewhere what your actual maximum is, and then set your maximum to the same as your current.
Okay, so I'm a maximum 24, and I only have 23 hit points left.
Well, no, we rested, so you were at maximum before.
Yeah, I only had 47 hit points.
So
Yep.
you're at 23 and 23. Your maximum and your damage are gonna match right now.
Ah,
Yeah, this thing is nasty. That's great.
Okay, it's gonna be
Always are.
Green Wave's turn.
All right. Well. First things first. Going to have the eyes start glowing the weird holy light.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Hela, grant me strength to send you more souls. And marking the one in front of me.
Okay. We will put a token on him. You said the ones that just hit you, right?
Yeah, the one that's directly in front of me.
Alright, we'll put a skull and crossbones because this looks cooler.
And then on one of those or I should say on one of those, I'm going to go ahead and use the Divine Smite
Okay.
with a first level spell slot to do a bit of extra radiant damage to them.
Okay. You go for it, my man.
And they're undead, yeah, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, so the one extra. Cool.
14. Okay. So you take your flail and smack across it, and that second hit, there's that divine energy, and it just blows the side of this thing out. Ribs brittle and cracked go flying across and over the side of the platform you're standing on, and this thing sort of lurches a little bit. Seems like it's not holding on by very much right now. Anything else for your turn?
That's about all I got currently.
Okay, well that will bring us to Scarlet.
Alright, so for my action, I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
Oh no.
This blue box is the storm cloud.
Right.
Okay, so when I cast the spell, I can choose a point and cause a bolt of lightning to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Every creature within 5 feet of that point makes a dex save or takes 3d10 lightning.
Mhm.
Success. I'm gonna center it right frickin' here, so it hits the two big boys. But
Alrighty.
Silver.
Okay. They need to make a dex save, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah. Against 10.
Against 10. Okay.
Well,
no, the save is 12.
12.
They're either taking 5 or 10.
Okay. Let's see. This is that one. The one that just got walloped by Green Wave seems to take the full brunt of it. The other one, not being real, I can't. My words do not work for me tonight. It doesn't step out of the way so much as it just luckily shambles out of the way of it.
Fair enough. Bonus action shifting into big ol' snake.
Okay. So let's bring your snake on board. I think that would be probably about where you're at.
Big snake.
It is a big snake.
Yeah, that
Big
is how
snake.
big my snake form is. Hello.
Bigger than my snake is.
Big
Hehehe.
snake.
Alright, 57. 10 hit points effectively. Alright, and on my bonus actions, I can cause lightning now. Cool. Yeah, I can't fit, but I have a 10-foot reach, so I can hit basically anybody I want from where I am right now.
Excellent.
Next turn. Yes.
Yep.
I'm done.
Okay, so Skelly Bro number 1. We're going to have to go after Skipper again.
Yay!
Ah,
You Said you're going after Skipper again?
Yeah, this is the first one that... Well, not after again, I guess. It would be the first time that he's gone after you. What's your AC again? I'm sorry.
17.
Oh, man. It just barely misses you. So, Skipper, that's going to be your turn then.
Swaldron, flax.
Alrighty. You go for it.
Remember, I don't get advantage anymore because it's not first turn of rage.
Okay, 2 solid hits.
Zamp.
And attacks. And it failed its dex save. Not very dexterous things. Okay, Skipper, you take your... I said chair. I don't know why I said chair.
WWE style.
Yeah, right. You take your anchor and just start laying into this thing. Crack, bone, and what little flesh that still existed on it is now laying in a messes to its left and right.
Take that.
And it actually looks worse off than the one that Greenway is at right now, so you definitely put a hurt on it.
Very good.
Okay, Skelly Bro number 2 is going to go after Greenwave.
Miss.
And definitely misses. And you should be glad, because I rolled really well for the damage on that.
Oh shit.
It had been like 22 points of damage. Junik.
So, let's see. I'm gonna try to. Maybe if I got my shit up, wasn't it? What was that fucking thing you said for me to do? What was it?
Guiding
bolt.
bolt the wraith.
I
Or
want to
hit.
guiding bolt the wraith.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's the first level for right now. What the fuck?
Jesus
Damn!
Christ!
That's like the third 20 you've rolled tonight.
She's only
It
rolled
is the third.
3
I
times.
swear to God, I'm
Oh,
not
shit.
cheating.
You can't cheat. It's a program.
And
I
that's,
know,
This is
that's
the
what.
most
But
not.
this is crazy.
that's fucking radiant damage, too.
Yes, it is. And if that thing's weak, it
Before I throw it, because I saw him get hit. Don't hurt my body! And just like straight up fucking like rage. Like, if a gobbo could go into rage, you would see it.
Junik, why don't you go and describe me how you just obliterated this Wraith Commander?
Are you fucking kidding me?
God.
Nice.
Well, they're weak. They're weak to radiant, aren't they? So that's like double damage.
Yeah.
Oh shit, is that
Fucking
why?
damage in one hit.
Okay, so Junik is like really scared of these big motherfuckers. He doesn't even notice the wraith. And between the two giant fuckers, he sees his best friend getting like the life sucked out of him. And he just sees fucking red. And y'all see just like, think of Super Saiyan, like right before they're starting to turn, like how the electricity's all and shit. And like you see the yellow, but it's purple for Junik. And you just hear him scream, "Don't hurt my friend," and then just
Oh, wow. That's
shit.
that's a great scene. I'll tell you what, go take a point of inspiration for that one.
Oh shit! Thank you.
No problem.
And for my bonus action, I'm gonna attack one of the big dudes.
Okay.
I wasn't in my chair for this, but which one was looking more hurt?
Technically the one next to Skipper is slightly rougher looking.
Okay, then I'm gonna attack the other one.
They're both kind of
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah, they're hanging on right now.
Wait, did I do that right?
Yes.
I did that right. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. You take this magical tome and sort of swipe to your hand, and it turns with the way that your wrist turns. And you clap this book right against the side of it, and its head starts skirting off to the opposite direction. And
shit.
the whole thing just sort of crushes in on itself and falls into a mess of bones.
Oh Oh my god, I'm the
Two
greatest.
kills!
Everybody love me.
Good you, Nick. Good you, Nick.
I know, right? I'm doing a jig. Shit. Now watch next, right? I'm just gonna get like straight ones.
Okay, Filbert, you're next. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check, please?
Uh-oh.
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 I didn't do it.
That's good enough. That's good enough. I'm going to reveal some area up here for you. At least I'm going to attempt to reveal some area up here for you. If it's not going to let me, it looks like. So I'll just do it this way. You see...
Oh no! Fucking Sabrick!
You see a floating orb of just
I know
dripping,
what that is.
rotting flesh, jagged teeth, and tendrils swimming from its head.
I was wondering when he was gonna throw a beholder at us.
Would I know what that is?
You can go ahead and make me. Let's see, probably
Can I even
history.
see that far ahead?
That's why I gave you a roll on it.
Okay.
But it's still your turn.
I have a -1 on that. But I still did good.
You're fairly sure that this is a creature that's normally of the Underdark. You've read about it a little bit in your monastery studies, and you know that, wow, this one seems to be slightly different as his eye is cataract over and pale white. It definitely resembles what a beholder would be in your senses. As a player, how much do you know about beholders?
Not much. I just know they're bad use.
Yeah, that would be an accurate term. You know that normally with a beholder, the central eye appears to be a sort of an anti-magic cone. And the tendrils that are on its head itself have their own little powers. It's a very fearsome foe.
Uh-oh.
If Clay wants to explain better than I do, he's more than welcome to you.
Basically, each of the eyeballs on the stalks have different effects, including things like disintegrate. I think one of them's color spray. Basically, it's a nasty, nasty thing with multiple shots.
Fuck!
Oh,
And it likes to turn magic off when it looks at you.
Gets to fire a beam every turn.
He's a fire in his laser!
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that one's neat.
So come kill this.
I'm gonna come close to this thing.
Okay.
I'm going to flurry of blows.
Okay.
Should I roll a 2 or?
You do not need to. How you want to take this thing down?
Dang, I didn't even need to do flurry of blows.
No, you did not.
Oh shit!
You
I
wanna
wasted a
punch it to
key. I'm gonna try to punch it as fast as I can while
Mhm.
screaming. We gotta. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my Filbert voice. Whoa! We have a problem! There's a beholder! A beholder!
Yes.
I love it so much.
Then I'm gonna get close
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "Thank you, Junik, for that wonderful save, but I think we're screwed, and I don't feel good. That ghost thing did something to me. I feel violated."
I saw. Come here.
Now you said I can't gain my hit points back?
Not right now.
No, you cannot. Not right now.
Well, I'm screwed. There you go. The rest of you might be okay, but I'm
Just
screwed.
stay behind me. No, just
Oh fuck.
chill out. Basically, you're gonna play duck and weave now.
Did it see us?
You are not sure.
Fuck. Okay. Are we still in initiative?
Technically, yes.
Alright.
So let's see. Greenwave, I suppose, will be next. You have been told this tale from Filbert as he comes running up about it.
Sounds like an abomination, and it's apparent.
But I'm gonna mention though that it actually doesn't look right. That it looks like it's more deadish.
Yes,
Well,
it
It looks.
You'll have to give me control of the token.
did I not do
Like
that?
I'm gonna mention that it's got the eye is not. It's a little too. There's something wrong with the eye.
Okay. So
There's
that,
more reason for me to destroy it. Ah.
you should have control of it. That's odd.
I'm assuming I can see it, yeah?
Well, yeah, you can see it. I had to scroll up. I apologize.
Well, I have control of the sheet, not the token. You have to actually like choose the token.
Alright. So, what is that?
Turn by character settings. That's odd.
Ah, okay. So, as it can, or as I can see it here, I'm just going to kind of hold up the symbol of Osiris and just... Lord Osiris, Lord of the Dead, I bring you yet more. And it is now has a vow of enmity against it.
Okay. What exactly does that do again?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't actually do that one yet. So, that will be next turn. But essentially, I get advantage against, with all attacks against it for like the next minute. But that'll be next turn because it has to be closer, apparently.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. Since I can't do anything else, I have to do that. 15, 20, 25. I'll take the dash action and get up there and do it now.
Okay. You've cast your spell. Is there anything else you can do for this turn?
Considering I dashed, no. That is
Okay.
it. Bonus, move, and action.
We're going to add him to the order here.
Oh, fuck.
That was good timing.
I'm not on the order anymore. I was at the bottom
You was like a 5, I
Oh.
think?
though.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Scarlet
shit.
will get some move.
Yeah, I go after Greenwood basically.
Yeah.
And I can't move Call Lightning, so that's annoying. I'm gonna let Call Lightning dissipate.
Let me get to the top here. To the right person, I should say. Okay. So technically it's
Now we-
Scarlet's turn.
So 30 to there. 30 to there.
Snick.
Hiss.
Yes. I'm sure you have reach, so.
Yeah, but I had to dash, so
Oh yeah, you're not doing much else this round.
yes.
Okay. It's going to be its turn. Let's see. What's it want to do this round?
Let's see.
This thing needs to be a bigger box. Let's have Greenwave. Make me a con save, please.
Okay. At least it's something that I have a relatively okay chance of making. Better than Dex, anyway.
Yeah, you passed. Let's see. You take 20 necrotic damage.
No, you still take half. Okay.
So this greenish energy rushes forth from one of this thing's eye stalks, and it just blasts you in the chest, and you can feel very similar to what Filbert went through. The blackening of the veins, the graying of the skin, and it fills you with dread. This thing starts to cackle madly.
And I need to check something. Okay, I'm fine.
Skipper.
Is there any way that Junik could yell to Skipper to not go anywhere yet?
Yeah.
Before that?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm totally not gonna haste you!
Alright,
Just hold action.
yeah, I guess that's what I'll do then.
Okay. So it's going to permanently put you below Junik. Junik, go ahead and do your turn.
I'm gonna put haste on him!
Okay.
I gotta run up to him, don't I? That's 10, 15. Won't do that. I put
Haste
haste
has a
on him.
30-foot range, you silly.
Yeah, you don't have to run.
Oh, well, whatever. How, let's see, I have to remember how far I can move. My big ass book.
30.
30 feet. I don't have a token, but I knew it was somewhere around where my character
It would have been somewhere around there.
would have been, okay. So,
You don't have a token?
For the book.
Oh, I gotcha.
okay, so if we're
Walloping
gonna
book.
assume it was there, then I'm gonna, can't
It's
draw.
right behind
Fuck.
Scarlet.
There we go. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna move it to there.
Okay.
Actually, it's 20 feet.
Oh, well, thanks. Get the fuck out of me!
Yeah, spirit weapon's 20 feet according to the compendium.
Ah,
Okay.
okay then. Move it back.
Yep.
Move it on back.
Yeah, there.
Somewhere. Or like there.
Basically, in 2 turns, it'll get to it.
Yeah, there you go. We'll pretend that's my book for now.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna move a little bit more over there. And then that's my turn.
Okay, Skipper.
Alright, with a speed of 80, I'm gonna move up.
The power of haste, brother.
Jesus! I could just imagine you hear like a fucking engine, like someone like getting ready to like drag race or something.
It's time for Brax to initial D it up.
Go for it, my man.
You're muted, Brax. We can't not hear you.
Yeah, for
No,
some reason,
Oh, sorry. I said I'm going back into rage, so I'll get advantage on this this one too because
Okay.
my rage was broken. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So your first one's definitely going to hit then. See, you got...
You also get another attack, Brax.
Oh yeah, haste. Fuck yeah.
Haste.
Hell
Hasted
yeah,
day.
buddy.
Damn. That was good hits there.
Damn.
And you're rage too, so that's going to be another +6. Let's see, 15, 25, 36 base, if I'm adding correctly, and then a dex save, which it fails. So that's another 4 points of damage.
Oh, it failed.
It failed, yes.
Zap, zap.
Okay. Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to make a legendary action, and it's going to make a bite attack against you, Brax.
Yes, go ahead.
And it misses.
Yay!
Filbert.
Ha ha ha.
Woohoo! Actually, I got nothing.
Just move, and hide behind me.
Boop. There you go.
Okay.
Wait, where's Junik?
Way down there.
Way down there.
Oh,
Honey, I know I'm squishy. I know I'm squishy as
hey,
fuck.
hey, Junik killed 2 things, right?
Yeah,
From
I'm
the
done.
back.
True
I've
that.
done my job.
Okay. So, as my bonus action for the turn, since
Mhm.
I'm still concentrating on the hunter's mark, I'm
Mhm.
going to go ahead and mark this guy too.
Okay.
And then we're going to have fun just beating him over the head with the flail,
All right, you go for it, bro.
punching him in the eye.
Damn, good hits.
Also, on both of those, because I am not playing around with this friggin' abomination, expending both of my second level spell slots,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna do 8d8 extra radiant damage.
Holy!
Damn.
All right.
Damn, dude.
And if it's undead.
Dang!
Oof.
Virus said, "You know what? I'm ready to go to bed. Fuck this."
Yeah, right.
I was like, I need sleep. You
Not even I
stand in
need
the
sleep,
way of my
this abomination
slumber.
must die.
So you did what, 76 points of damage there?
Let's see here. That's 10, 19.
Well, I mean, just the last hit. I don't mean I got the rest of them in there.
Oh. Which one? What?
Your last strike there, the 8d8. That's all.
That was intermixed in between the two of those, yeah. So
That's-
like the
that's-
first one would have been second level, and then the next one would have been second level.
Right. But you caused radiant damage, correct?
Yes. So that would have been 11, 22 on the second part for radiant damage.
Okay. You put some good chunks into this sucker.
Damn. Damn, dude, leave some for the rest of us.
Says the woman who murdered several.
There's like these two blinding flashes of light as your hits like start cutting into it, like start knocking off chunks of bone and flesh. And what you think would have probably brought down anything else in the world that you ever faced, this thing still continues to move forward. Not very happily, but definitely is still alive. Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to do its last legendary action. And how many people? We have 5, so, well, 4 it's in the vicinity. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Scarlet, you're the lucky one.
I'm the meat shield.
Go ahead and make me a con save.
Well, okay then.
You failed.
Oh,
Go ahead and take 52 force damage.
My stake has 5 hit points left.
whew!
Damn, I thought you was gonna go down, but shit, alright.
It would have to do a total of 90 some odd points of damage to take me out.
Yep.
Damn.
Because I have 50. Because when I'm in my beast form's hit points is separate from mine.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, snake
Scarlet
form's got 57 and I've got 38.
Scarlet
Oh, okay.
is technically your turn now.
Snarf! I probably miss.
Yeah, yes, you did.
I tried to constrict.
You tried. It was a good try.
I'm going to burn a 3rd level spell slot to myself.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. That'll be it for me. I gotta click this 3 times.
That's silly.
I made this, that's why.
Ah.
Skipper. Let's see. I need you to go ahead and make me a con save, please.
All the con saves. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. If it's... He also gets +1 to his save because he's near me.
Okay. Well, he still failed it, so.
Oh.
You're
Fair.
going to take 29 points of necrotic damage as this thing focuses an eye lens at you, and this green ray explodes from it.
Ow.
Junic's turn now.
Skippers.
No, you guys traded spots.
Yeah, because I halted action to take haste.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I move my little pink book of hate. 5, 10, 15. Damn. So that doesn't mean that I can hit him, right?
Nope, because you can't really be on top of me.
Well, I mean, damn it. Well, it's gonna be like on top, like it's not like directly like in your face.
I don't know. I think that would be a call for Saturn.
I don't see an issue with it. It's a book.
It's
but-
a
Okay.
material book, actually.
I mean, and it's, I would consider it probably a tiny size, you know?
All right.
Basically, that Greenwolf has a weird book floating around his head.
Right.
Spelling out his words.
Next round, I'll fuck you up, Boulder.
You can repeat your attack if it's within 5 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can move 20 feet and hit something.
Sweet. So that's what I'm gonna do with my bonus action.
Okay.
So that motherfucker. Hell yeah! 10 whole points.
Jesus Christ!
Look.
Look at her.
Well, no, it's like a +7 or some shit. I'm just that awesome, I guess. I'm just kidding.
Okay, you make a nice strike against this thing. You see, like, it kind of like hits on top of the head and drops a little bit because it's floating off the ground slightly. And you see it like slump to the ground, and the stalks fall to the sides of it. And you wait a second, and it just seems to, this deep growl emanates from it, and it rises back up once more.
Yeah, no. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna guiding bolt at 3rd level.
Woo!
Okay,
Fuck this
what's the range of guiding bolt?
Oh shit, that's right.
You have to
Thanks,
move
I've
it to
rated.
the
Oh,
top.
120 feet. So,
Okay, yeah,
is that good?
you're
I
within
can't see
sight.
my screen that well. Okay, cool.
You're fine.
My only issue is that you have a gigantic snake in the way.
That is true. Oh, I can do this. I can move. Oh, wait.
I'm like
Yeah, I'm a bus-sized snake.
yeah. Normally it wouldn't be such a call, but given the size and scale of it, I think it's the right thing.
What if I move down here? Would I be able to hit him there?
Let me see where you move
Since he's
to.
a little bit more out of the way.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. Sweet! Now, guiding bolt. Oh, that's cure wounds. Guiding bolt, goddammit! At 3rd level! Suck a
Got
dick!
it, boats!
I'm going to use my inspiration.
She
Because I
won't
think
do
I
it.
have 2 of them.
Okay.
Because I never used the initial one you gave us.
Go ahead and give me a reroll.
Oh, a whole reroll? Okay, shit, fuck yeah! Maybe if I can get back to the fucking screen. What did I say? Guiding bolt, duh. I'm having a moment, sorry.
That's
Oh,
not
so-
heavy.
That is a nasty
Quite the
hit.
same amount of damage, though.
I hit it at 3rd level.
You seem to understand that you had a very similar effect when you hit it with the book. It seems like this thing goes out of commission for a second, and it rises back once more.
Fuck.
Oh,
Despite the damage you did, I did a great roll. Sorry.
Oh,
it's
hey.
radiant.
Hmm?
Fine.
It's radiant.
Oh, I know it is. Trust me.
Okay.
This is a homebrew version, so I'm treating it a
Ooh, I
little.
like it.
Treating it a little differently.
I like it.
Okay, is that going to be the end of your turn? Correct? Is she speaking, or am I just not hearing it?
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
I'm going to assume
I'll
it's in.
assume that's in
I don't think she has anything else left to do.
Huh? Oh, shit, sorry. ADD.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I can't do anything. I moved, I did bonus, I did main attack.
Okay. It's only used one action, legendary, this action this turn, if I remember correctly, so I've got one more.
Correct.
Yeah, he used the one.
So who's going to be lucky this time? Scarlet, I got you again.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. My job is to eat hits.
Make me a dex save, please.
Well, I'm gonna be great at dex saving this giant snake. Even if I pass this, I'm gonna say no.
You are going to take 42 force damage.
Alright.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna drop out of snake form.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
snickety snake is no more. Let me get your
No!
character out of the way here. I don't know how much of that led over to you.
How much? You didn't actually say anything, Clay.
Quite a bit, actually. I'm not in a happy. Oh no, I'm not dead. Yeah, I'm right there.
Oh.
That was fucking adorable.
Okay,
Hearing Jan at the very distance. Did you die?
Skipper.
Fuck him up, buddy.
3 more. Here we go.
Come on, Swoldren. You got
Well,
this.
I know what I'm doing next turn.
Well,
Swoldren. Go, Swoldren.
That was a 1080. A 25 he is!
Hey now.
Don't forget your extra haste hit.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Talk to me, baby.
Okay, you land your last 2 hits there. Just bashing into this thing. The more that you smack it, like the lower it slumps and slumps and slumps. Brax, how do you want to finish this?
Oh yeah. Let's see. You guys know what a hammer throw is?
Oh yeah, where you hold it and
You
spin
hold it,
around
you
in a circle?
spin
Swing it,
around.
yeah.
Yeah. He's doing that with an anchor.
Uh-huh.
He's just really like on like the 6th or 7th rotation, he just bashes right into the eye socket.
Nice. Okay, so this cataract white iris of this thing just plunges in on itself, and there's this greenish, blackish, brackish liquid that squirts forth and just coats you. And this body just crumples into the ground and just kind of slides in on itself from all the damage and cracked bones it's taken.
Skipper, he's covered in the goo, and you can tell he likes it, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Congratulations.
Yay! Are we out of what's it called?
We will drop out of initiative.
I'm going to run up to everybody, yell at everybody to get around me, and I'll do a messy word.
Haha!
Ooh,
Close
bubby.
enough. I rolled a fucking 1, so I guess it caught up to me.
You did.
Hey, everybody heals at least a little bit. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't feel healed.
I feel the same.
It sucked the life out of you, my dear.
Is that a door? And I'm saying that out loud.
It is a door.
I was like, what was that last hit that I got blasted with that took the deck save? What kind of damage was that?
Force damage. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to have like a large bruise just everywhere. Like, I hurt all over.
Gonna walk up and give you like 15 of the lay on hands.
Yeah, that won't help.
Try to
That'll
lower
be-
the bruising.
Okay,
that'll help.
guys.
Yeah.
Once again, that like weird, watery, just radiant light just goes over and reduces all the swelling.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, you have
It hit me and not you.
this dead beholder at your feet. You have looks like almost a dry, rotted wooden door, not too far from Skipper and Green Onyx, right? Or Green Onyx, Green Wave. God, I can't talk tonight. Green Onyx.
Green Onyx.
The third alter ego. No.
Don't
Junix
forget
gonna
about
start
Wave
drawing.
Tide.
And Wave Tide, which sounds like a.
Junix gonna be sketching like what we just fought.
Okay. So what are you all going to do?
I'm
Kick
gonna
it.
open the door.
You're going to open the door.
I'm just gonna walk up. Scarlet is over this staircase and
Mhm.
shit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pull out a torch and try to burn the body of the beholder.
You put your torch to it, but it doesn't really catch fire. It's not.
And then in frustration, he starts beating at the dead.
Yeah, it's not dry by any means. It's sort of a mushy mess of decayed flesh.
Greenway, can you
So,
toss that body off the side?
Grab.
I tried, goddammit.
okay. Body's been heaved over. Beholder's being splat again. Scarlet, you open the door. You are greeted on the other side by a faint light, and it looks like a city street almost. Cobblestone on the ground. There's a light misty rain. It looks like you're looking out from another building into an alleyway almost that's bisecting. And that's about all you see for the time being from where you're at.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I, Clayton, think I remember. Sigil's inside a torus, right? So it's inside. Like, if I were to
Yes.
peek my head in and look up, I can see more shit.
Yes, exactly.
Scarlet's gonna peek her head in and look up.
Okay. You peek out. It seems that the building that you're looking at from, it looks like a simple doorway. Maybe a shop of some type. You're not sure. It might have been a shop at one point. It's a weathered older building. It appears to be vacant. The alleyways go from side to side, into busier, bustling streets of, there's Tenardi, there's Barrier, these things called Daubus. And you raise your head and look higher, and you see the whole mess circling up towards you. And buildings above you, all the way around.
I'm going to pull my head back in and go, "We're home."
Who?
Sigil.
Praise be unto Circuit.
And I'm gonna walk through the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn
Finally.
around first to the stairs. And I'm like, goodbye, stairs.
Goodbye, hell.
Hopefully we helped.
Okay, guys, you all exit from this platform, from the infinite staircase, and put your feet down onto firm, solid ground on the streets of Sigil. Congratulations. You have survived this arc.
I'm gonna need
Yeah, we're all
Game
gonna need a long
back
fucking
my
rest.
shit.
We also need to know if that was enough to push us to 7 or not.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Hey, Junic, 4th level spells.
Shit, yeah.
All right, guys, congratulations. I know it was a long time coming, but you've made it from Bator all across the Outlands, through the caverns of Ilsacene, taking a
Remember the boat
spaceship. Yeah, right?
The boat ride, man.
A long time ago.
The boat ride with the ferryman? Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, with the
I almost got the overboard day.
Sabric, I
rolled
like
my
it when you
HP
say
on
words.
You like it when I say words. I appreciate it.
I like it when you say words.
There's my HP roll.
Excellent. All right, so while these guys are probably going to hang around and level their characters up, I think as far as the stream goes, we're probably done for the evening. So
Yeah.
if anybody's out in the audience still, congratulate the players. They fought long and hard to get to this point and overcame some surmountable odds to get to this point. So kudos off to them. Hats off to them.
Ain't y'all glad I joined the campaign?
God.
No.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Brax. You know you love me. God damn it.
If you're gonna take the normal, you're getting 5 plus your con bonus.
All right, guys. Is there anything any of you have coming up that you'd like to plug, or?
Okay, so tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
12 o'clock Eastern, on Dragons of Cthulhu's Twitch channel,
Mhm.
Fox will be interviewing / doing a DM's roundtable with me.
Oh.
Hey.
Because the vote came back as yes, you people made me do it.
It's your fault for putting it up to begin with, so.
Well, he wouldn't leave me alone, so I was like, and then he got really upset that I did it. He was like, "You just can't make this easy, can you?" And I'm like, "No."
No. No.
Does he know you whatsoever?
Oh yeah, he's one of my he's Fox in our Discord.
No, sarcasm, because you make everything
Sarcasm.
go
Oh, yeah,
like
no.
9% of the time.
How about Balumi?
92 votes, 78% yes.
Does Mr. Brax have anything he wants to plug, or anything coming up, brother?
Thursday and Friday nights I stream every single week right here on Twitch.tv.
Twitch TV.
Cry More Gaming.
It's a lot of fun. I would definitely encourage you to stop by. If you can handle Moriarty.
That is
That is
big-
difficult.
Just kidding, Boo. I love you. You know I do.
Sorry.
Virus, are you streaming anytime soon?
Yes, I should be streaming tomorrow. I am not 100% sure what time I'm going to be starting because it depends on how crazy I feel like being to celebrate my birthday tomorrow. Yeah.
Nice.
Happy birthday!
Are we?
Happy birthday!
But
Happy
aside from
birthday.
that,
Jeez, so
I
many
also
April
need
babies.
to talk to Fox and see what he wants to do. But aside
Happy
from
birthday! How dare you not tell me?
aside from being released as a podcast form, I will be running the Dragons of Cthulhu cast through that them one shot as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Stream that maybe,
Excellent.
but that would be over on Dragons of Cthulhu's Twitch channel.
Hey.
And Jan just joined the
That's
Terminated
okay.
Nerdy Discord, so we can talk with her there too. So if any of you out there want to throw Jan a couple lines in the Discord, she can actually see them now. So
Yeah.
be careful what you wish for.
What happened?
Just plugging your wife, that's all.
Hey, that's my job.
What happened? What happened?
Just letting them know that your wife is available now in the Terminated Nerdy Discord. So
Oh God. Yes, my wife is around in my public Discord.
Shell, are you doing anything now, or are you still just...
No, I'm just, gonna fuck around on Twitter. So.
Alright. Well, I'm going to call it there then. So thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for the biddies, everybody. I appreciate them on a personal level.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks again.
Penis!
Good night.
You didn't catch me?